Happy? Yeah? All right, yeah, man. So, yeah, what's good? We're in the building. Welcome. It's untitled as of yet. But, you know, we're just having little sit-downs, conversations, get together a few people, you know, and just have some good discourse and just see where it goes, innit? So we're freestyling, you know what I mean? I don't know if you want to call this a talk show or a podcast or a talkcast, or pod show, but it's something like that, do you know what I mean? And in true fashion, I'm going to be a bit irregular. Do you know what I mean? Already I can see that it's going to be, already you can see. So let me introduce the panelists, yeah? So traditionally we're going to go from right to left, right? So over here, boss, like, please, who are ya?
What do I say? My name's Desmond. Who am I? I'm a West Londoner, born and bred. I'm a grown-ass man, and that's about it for now.
Yeah.
This way? Bless you.
Grown-ass man.
Yeah, I dabble in music. I'm in and out of the Caribbean at the moment. And if I could explain myself and what I'd want people to think is that I connect dots. That's what I like to do. That's what I've realised I do over time. I connect dots. So if you want some dots connected, holla at me, you know?
Holla at Des, man. Holla at Des.
So,
and on my left, we have...
My name is Vanessa.
Yeah.
A lot of people know me as my music name, Spiritflow3,
Okay.
or aka Nestafari.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a mother of 5. Am I loud enough? Okay. Yeah, so I'm a mother of 5, Jamaican born. In my spare time, I like to create music, songwrite, and edit videos. Right now, I'm just focusing on, well, I don't know if I can discuss that fully, but I'm focusing on fighting for the rights for me and my children. So I'm not really going to go into it fully, but there's just a lot going on right now.
Yo, Sasha. What's that? What was that? What's going on? What happened there?
me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. You just done a mad thing.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
But I'm sweet, bro. What happened to you?
Alright, cool. So, introduce yourself.
My name's Sasha. I am Sasha Vanessa. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you. Jeds.
Yeah,
Nice
big
to
up,
meet
man.
you
Big up,
too.
big up. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Mr. Desmond and Jai.
Okay, so what's popping now? Seriously though, because you was doing a mad movement. Shall I replicate what you just did?
Pardon?
If I replicate what you was just doing?
Yeah, go on.
You just did this.
What?
I don't know, something like that. Was it similar to that? What
Was it?
What
But
are you
he
doing?
was going in and out
What's
of his
happening?
breath as well. He was breathing in and out.
I was breathing in and out.
Yeah.
What can I say? That's just how I am.
So what? Have you got Tourette syndrome or something?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah. Damn. Can we? Wait.
Nothing wrong with Tourette's, mate. If you got, there's nothing wrong if you have it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Can you explain that a bit more?
What Tourette syndrome is?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like involuntary outbursts or something. Like, you know, that there's people that say words or have tics or spasms.
Tits.
Yeah.
Ticks.
Yeah.
No, I mean I've got great tits. Ticks. Oh, ticks.
Like,
Okay.
you know how you got a tick, like you might have.
Oh, yeah.
I said I got great tics.
Yeah. Anyway,
I want the black ones now.
excuse me.
Yeah, no, but are you aware that because generally you was just doing a mad thing just now.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Bro, can we start again, please? Because me, I do have. Can we start again, please?
I mean, you can start again. But what is it? Are you gonna do it again?
No, I know what my
Spasm, yeah.
spasms.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, excuse me. Can we please start again?
Okay,
My
cool.
brother.
Have you ever spasmed before?
I'm a bit. I'm a bit.
Maybe
I'm a
he
bit
should
of a
go
spaz.
first before me.
You're a bit of a what?
I'm a bit of a spaz.
Okay, cool. Let's you introduce yourself, innit? Like
But
introduce yourself.
please, bro.
Let's reload and introduce yourself.
Okay, my name's Sasha.
Yeah.
Bro, please. I'm really embarrassed. Yeah. Can we
don't need to
start?
be
Can we start one more time? I beg.
Yeah, that's cool. You don't need to be
Yeah.
embarrassed. We'll start again,
Yeah.
man.
Excuse
If you
me.
need to, that's no problem.
Yeah. May I? Bro.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you start yourself, introduce yourself, innit?
Okay. Yeah. Right, excuse me, bro. Like, excuse me, bro. Can we start one more time? Because brother, please. Yeah. Can I take 1 second? Yeah, excuse me. Can you give me 1 second, bro?
What's happening though?
I don't know, man. Excuse me, brother. I'm so sorry.
You got nothing to
you know
apologize
what?
But I
about,
noticed
man.
he was doing that when I was talking, though.
What's that?
What you were doing that when I
Do you
was
know what it
talking.
is? Like when
Nice
you banged
space
your
now.
head, you've either had a bang of your head and you're having a bit of like spasms, or you have that anyway and you just don't realize. Because what I'm noticing is what you're doing is fine, but you're not realizing you're doing it. Like we're trying to tell you and you're trying to explain it and we're trying to say, no, we're seeing it, but you're almost cutting out for 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and then you're coming back. But when you're cutting out, you're twitching and stuff. So we're wondering is it because you banged your head? Or is it that you have that happening before? And it isn't a problem. We just want to work it out so we can help you.
Before? Have you just met?
And when I come, he was fine when I first come.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
None of that was happening at all before I come, right?
And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if you dropped
Whatever
or something.
happened there, whatever happened out there, the boom, 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 it may have started making you
Because
act
like,
like
if
this.
you notice, the side of your head is kind of swollen a bit, bro.
Yeah, you got all here, all your front, all the side, everything swollen.
Maybe he needs to go to the hospital.
I remember when
Like, you took a
you
nasty
see the head
drop
check. You see
there,
when you
bro.
get a head bang and you start cutting out and the stuff. That means like.
Are
wow,
you aware that you banged your head?
No, obviously, I know that I banged my head outside.
Yeah, but do you know how you did it? Do you know what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened outside?
Yeah.
Bro, obviously, I banged my head. And
How did you bang your head though?
What, outside?
Yeah.
I think you just collapsed. That's what I think because you just knocked out there a minute. So I think outside. The reason you can't explain it is because you just dropped, and that's what you got to think. That's what I'd be concerned about.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Like, I remember, but like now, but excuse me.
What's going on
maybe
with
he
you,
needs
brother?
to
Like
go.
the real talk. What's actually happening with you?
I think he needs to go home and rest.
You think I need to go home?
And rest. Yeah.
No, I'm good, but please, like,
Bro, we're here.
I
Like,
need
you
to
know
be
me. I
rest.
can only be real.
I
I can only be real.
Well,
I've asked you off camera. I'm asking you on camera, like, because you're insisting you're good, innit? Yeah. I'm like, yo, what's happening there? So I'm like, I give you the benefit of the doubt. Then you're doing it again. Like, have you ever experienced this before today?
no, like, have I ever had?
Yeah. Have you ever had anything like that before? Like,
No,
because you don't seem surprised that you're doing it.
like,
You're not shocked. So you,
no, I'm like right now.
yeah.
I don't even know how to. Listen.
Explain it. That's what I mean. You don't know how to. That's what you're
I
saying.
don't even know how to explain it right now. Like right now, excuse me. Like I don't even know how to explain myself right now. But I'm very embarrassed. I'm very embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed, man.
Yeah.
Don't be embarrassed. Embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't want you to be. I understand why you might feel that way, but don't feel that because of us, you know. Just, you know, I understand, man. It's just because you can't explain a bit at the moment. That's all it is. I'd feel embarrassed, but like, don't take it in no negative way. Is what I'm saying.
You got water there?
Brother, I'm sweet.
I don't think you're sweet though. You've been saying that. I don't think you're actually sweet though.
No, I'm good. I'm actually good. But like,
Cool.
I don't like. Bro, like, I don't even know how to explain myself right now, bro. Like, I'm really.
Is there something that you want to say but you don't want to say it now, or what? What?
No, not at all.
So when you say you don't know how to explain yourself, you can't find the words, or
I don't even know how to explain it right now. Like,
is there an explanation?
there's not an explanation. Like,
So are you worried right now?
No, I'm not worried.
Why are you not worried? This is what's getting me. You don't seem worried. You don't seem surprised that people are saying that you're spasming and stuff. But you saying that it's never happened before and you don't have an explanation. So why are you so calm with it?
I think I need I just need 1 second to compose myself again. Can you give me 1 second? Can we start one more time? Because I've got ADHD. Yeah. So I'm just really like I don't know how to describe myself, bro. I don't know how to explain myself.
I've known you for a lot of years though.
Yeah.
And
can you give me 2 seconds?
Okay,
bro?
cool.
Excuse me.
No, you're all right, man. Listen, brother, do me a favor though. Don't go outside. Yeah.
1 second.
You can do, we can pause it, sit, but don't go outside simply because you're not fully aware of what your body's doing, and I don't want you to drop. I was making jokes before about don't be the first person to drop, but I generally don't want you to drop. So just sit there. We don't have to chat to you or whatever. You can just sit there for a minute, or I'll pull up a seat or try to chill there, but don't go outside because we're.
Do you know mental health?
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Okay. Cool, man. Oh, you're my brother, man. Sit down, though, man. Relax. Alright, cool. Make sure that the broski's on. Alright.
It's all right. It's good that way that we questioned him because I feel like he knows what's happened, but he doesn't know how to express it. But I don't think he understands that he's actually hurt. He isn't registering that. Listen, he just collapsed out there. That's what I'm thinking of, because we're seeing it happen here. Yeah, but I'm saying we're seeing him kind of knock out here, like just lose. Like, I feel sorry for him, man, but you know, I don't know him that well. How do you engage with him, you know?
Yeah, personally, I don't know myself. Have you had enough water? Do you need anything?
No, I just think like I spaced out a bit when he was doing what he was doing as well.
Yeah. I saw you clock. I was about to tell you, do you want to sit here? And I'll sit there, you know. I was about to tell you that.
And then it affected what I was saying.
And also, this is all. So if you want to swap spaces,
yeah, I think I'll do that.
do you mind?
No, of course not. I don't think he's going to be doing this, you know. You can't make him do this today.
Yeah.
You can't do this today. I don't think he can do it. Do you want to sit here, yeah?
Oh.
I'm gonna get your stuff. Listen, please. What's his shoes?
The white one.
No, that's mine.
You put them on, you know.
These ones?
No, that's mine.
Oh, he must have
put some Nikes on, you know.
These ones?
Yeah, those
them
ones.
ones.
Poor fella, man. That's why I say, you know what? I gotta be honest with you, you know. The only true wealth is health, you know. And I don't mean that to say I'm not Dr. Sebi, you get me? But I'm saying, like, one thing I've learned, true wealth is health, man.
Back in a second.
Yeah, man. No, brother, no stress.
Generally, I beg you lot, just keep talking amongst yourselves, bro.
No stress, blood. No stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it rolling and make them talk about themselves. I'll be back in a minute. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think he needs to get a checkup, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Bless him though, you know. Please give him a positive, because I don't want him to feel bad, man.
No. He's just going through what he's going through.
So I just remember you talking to the nurse and how her tone, and I was thinking, rah, you know what? You really think you can make a judgment on this woman and her child, and the woman's actually talking to you, like you can see the woman, but she's holding her corner, you know, and she's not shouting, she's not screaming. Like you can't put that on her, man. And you're trying to go that route, and that's the system. How the system works, my understanding. Like, and this woman will sit there and debate with you, really thinking that she's making sense.
Guys,
But she ain't.
I'm So sorry, Vanessa.
Stop apologizing, man. I'm glad I met you, and I know I'm gonna see you again, my man. And when I do,
Inshallah.
we'll have a proper chat. Bless up, yeah?
You got my G. You know what I'm gonna do? Jump on the camera for 5 minutes. Yeah. If it don't work, it don't work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right then. Sorry about
Vanessa,
myself.
please
I brought my.
excuse me.
No. Yeah.
Hey, what's this?
I'll
A
give you a
speaker?
chance. I'll give you a chance.
A speaker, yeah? Yeah.
Why are you unpacking your whole suitcase?
No. She's coming with me.
Here's the ashtray.
Because
Can
I
you
felt
please put it
dry, I
out?
had
She's
to
coming
oil
with me.
myself.
Here.
Vanessa, you coming with me, yeah?
Put it out, please. Put it out immediately. Like, right now. No, just do it
Shouldn't
now.
have
Put it outside, yeah?
Just do it. Put it out. Snub it out, bro. Brother, what are you doing?
I feel better now.
It's gonna roll and roll into the water.
Alright, wait.
Alright.
I'll put it safely. Alright.
Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna roll one more time. If it don't work, it don't work. Hey! Is that mine?
No, that's mine.
Yeah, I got this as well, bro.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
My glass case.
It's a good taste.
It's a present, actually. Someone said that bad taste again.
So you got good taste.
I know. I said the person that gave it to me said I had bad taste with my other case and gave it to me.
Sit down, please, brother.
Yeah, I'm sitting down. I'm just waiting for Vanessa.
Vanessa, please, can you move over for me, please?
Of course I can.
Alright, sit down for me, please, bro.
Yes, of course I can. That cool?
Slightly angled up.
No problem, bro. Don't be silly. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Whatever
better.
you feel you're gonna move back if you don't mind. Jedi slightly.
Holding it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sit down.
Yeah.
And then please, you got your crepe on.
Okay.
You're doing everything. You're doing all of it.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. So
Thank you for your patience.
we're back again.
Yeah, we're back. We're back inside. Inside the place. Vanessa, excuse me. Yeah?
Is your hands wet? Your hands are wet.
And not even in a good way, unfortunately.
This one's for the stolen voices, my people that ain't got much traces. Trapped in the belly of the beast, everywhere is beef and there's never ever peace. Every day is peak and I never get to speak. Living in the Elmos, never get to see. Sitting in a cell, feeling like you're never gonna leave, but you can't sleep cause you got beef with the bread underneath in the bunk. Man, the truth in my speech is abundant. I don't need a reason to keep it 100. The government declared the war on the man. So this ain't a song, it's a glorious anthem to rep for the group that is normally abandoned. The poor is ignored when they're stranded. From Lagos to Kingston, Newry to Camden, against all odds, of course we are champions. I'm the voice of Trayvon, I'm the voice of Stephen Lawrence, I'm the voice of Tupac, with no thug life engraved on my stomach. I'm the voice of a runaway slave, holding a blade and facing a musket. Been a victim of the system too long, we got tired and waiting for justice. The voice of Fred Hampton Sr., killed for defending the people and the right to exercise freedom of speech. We just want to be treated as equal. I'm the voice of the mums and the ones that pray for unity in the community. I'm the voice of the young trying to escape the slum, but they can't find the opportunity.
So much to say, but not enough. You hear the cries calling from the skies above, saying it's okay, speak your mind, open your heart, don't let no one add you to
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright, bro.
Okay.
So it started off very unpredictably, but that's just as organic as it is. Gonna move forward. Brother Sash said that he wants to jump back on and give it another shot, and I think, cool. You know what? Let him have his chance. To get me to do his thing. He wants to represent himself differently or whatever. So we see what we can do. But there's no promises, Sash. Yeah?
Listen, there's no time. There's no chance.
No, a promise is a comfort to a fool.
Exactly.
Alright, cool. So I can see Vanessa's like, yo, what we got into? What's happening?
I'm
Go
just
back.
I'm just rewinding things in my head. Like,
Yeah.
that's all.
You know,
Don't worry,
you remember
Vanessa,
this
you're
one,
good,
innit?
mate.
You
We're
remember
good.
this?
You're
We
good.
can't forget. We won't forget this
You
one.
remember this one? You get me?
Definitely.
But in real life, we encounter situations to do with people's health, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever.
Exactly.
And, you know, it's easy to gloss over.
Real life.
But the truth is, it's hard, it's awkward, it's inconvenient, it's raw, it's scary. Like, you know what I mean? Really, like it really is.
I get it.
You know, in today's society, I think today's society is kind of geared towards ill health. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean, giving it, making it?
It's geared towards, to encouraging it
Yeah.
and exasperating the existing ones that are there. Some say there's some genetic traits, some things or whatever, but the society we live in doesn't help. I don't know if half the conditions we have over in the Western Hemisphere they have on the other side of the world.
That's an interesting point, you know, because I've noticed in the Caribbean that it's there, but I think it's handled or dealt with in a totally different way.
Yeah.
Like by society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I've noticed like what would be here, you might get arrested for, or locked up for, or sectioned for. Out there, the community like lives with you and helps you and sometimes reprimands you, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, and it could just be a cuss and shut up, man, you're chatting shit. They could say that to you today, just point blank. But the reality is, even whoever you are, male or female, as the person that may be going through it, you understand though as well.
Yeah.
And if you cross the mark, you can end up dead or sectioned. Or if you don't cross the mark, the community and you'll be fine. But I've noticed here, a lot of things that couldn't go on here, go on there. And don't get me wrong, when you first see it, you might just be quite judgmental. But when you see it over time, you understand it in a different way.
Yeah.
And for me, I realised like, right, you know what, they look after their own a bit better.
Like even down to things like anorexia. Did they have that in Africa?
Anorexia?
Yeah.
Well, you're funny. Nah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And eating disorder and that.
Do you know what? I've seen some very, very, very skinny individuals.
Are they anorexic though?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. It's not like I've sawn them and said, right.
Yeah.
I've never experienced that.
What,
I've seen anorexia here
in
Yeah,
Africa.
exactly.
I've never
Yeah.
In Africa.
Yeah. Africa, Caribbean.
There must be, man. There must be
I've
small
never
cases.
seen.
There must be. I'm just thinking the
Maybe
human
small
condition.
but it will be very, very
Yeah, very
small.
rare. Don't
If you're over
Yeah.
there,
Don't
and
make
it's-
sense
Because if you're
in the
just
territory.
skinny, you're just
Man's
skinny.
looking at
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
eat.
It's not really
Yeah,
like
you don't want to. You don't
anorexia.
want to look
What are you
fat.
talking
Yeah.
about?
You got an aversion to
Even
food
when
in
man
your
is
head.
smoking their weed and that,
In your head,
like,
food
they're
makes
still
you feel
eating.
sick and you
They
want
look
to.
skinny, but I can't recall.
That's a good
anorexia.
question, though, 'cause I don't think I've ever seen it. I'll keep an eye out for it.
So what would
That's
you what would you
crazy.
what would you call like seeing Africa like seeing Africa when you have like kids that have like the like eating when eating disorders where their belly's big. Like what would you call that? Like
That's
Starvation, innit?
that's
starvation.
extreme starvation,
Yeah,
right?
that's gas, man. I mean, that's gas.
It's crazy how they're
Yeah,
Inside the belly, yeah.
That's not an eating disorder. That's a lack of eating.
For real.
Yeah, in my opinion.
definitely, man. Swelling
The
up.
pot belly and
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That image they love to show us.
They love it. Yeah, skinny with the pot belly. They love it.
That's all the image you used to get as a kid, innit?
That's what I look like as a kid.
With a big belly.
That's all I used to think of. It's mad how they market
Have you
Africa,
ever,
you know?
Jez, have you ever experienced extreme
used to.
starvation? Like
Never.
never.
I've never starved.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Tell us about it.
Like extreme starvation.
What would you class as extreme?
Extreme starvation would be
Yeah.
eating.
Make sure the mic's closer. Feel free
Eating-
to move the mic for
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah. That's good.
I just don't touch this bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Extreme starvation would, for me, what I've experienced would be eating breakfast of cornflakes. Yeah, for breakfast and dinner. No lunch
For the day.
No lunch.
The cornflakes.
What, for one day?
Cornflakes. Yeah.
one
And how long was that going on for?
That went on for about 2 years.
Yeah, that's a lot.
2
man.
years.
2 years, bro.
Eating like just like kind of just that really.
Cornflakes, not even Kellogg's.
Why was this, if you don't mind me asking?
Why was this? Because when I first came to England, when we lived in Southwark, I remember when we moved into the house, we actually to the flat in Southwark. Yeah, I had a hole in our kitchen. We had a hole in our wall. We had a hole of where the bricks were missing.
Yeah.
And it was literally just a hole that looked over to the yard looked over to the playground. And it was just a hole in the wall.
That's a
Get
lot.
me?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
How old was you, would you say, when you done that when they experienced that Kellogg's?
No, it wasn't even Kellogg's, bro.
Oh.
It was. I remember we had to walk from Southwark from
Southwark. We're in Southwark.
So do you know Southwark Bridge? You know where Southwark Bridge is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you know Southwark Bridge.
Yeah, I know
so from Southwark Bridge, so we had to walk from Southwark Bridge to all the way to Peckham, to go from there up to Peckham.
That's a walk.
To go to what shop to get the cornflakes?
To go to get not even cornflakes. It was like, I don't know, where was it? Where from Southwark Bridge Road all the way up to through Peckham. From
Old Kent Road.
not Old Kent Road. All the way up to Peckham.
What was you getting to Peckham for?
Up New Kent Road.
New Kent Road.
Yeah, up New Kent Road.
What was you getting to Peckham for though? To get food?
No, to go.
For what?
What? Why would we go there?
Yeah.
To go to the food bank place.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
From with the food coupons.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like it wasn't even like.
Okay. That was pretty real for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years, brother.
So how old was you at that point?
I was 2 years old. Yeah.
It's a lot.
So you remember?
I do. I remember that. So from 2 years old till 3.
And then what changed?
What changed? So my mum met my stepdad, my dad, and so we went from so I was 2 years old until like maybe 4 years old, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my mum met my stepdad, and then we moved to Spain like a couple of years later.
Yeah. Tenerife.
Yeah, to Tenerife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You moved to Tenerife. So
Tenerife,
what?
baby.
When we met, I know you as Sasha, but I also know you as Rush or Russian.
Russian, yeah.
Right. So you're from Russia.
I am.
Okay.
Sasha from Russia.
Sasha from Russia. Was you born in Russia?
I was born in Russia, yeah.
Okay, so you came here 2 years old.
Sorry, I
You
came
came
up?
to the UK at 2?
At 2, yeah. At 2 years old, yeah.
Just
exactly.
your mumsy.
Well, just my mum, bro. She bring me for a better life, you know.
You got siblings?
I do have two younger brothers.
2 younger brothers.
Yeah, 2 younger brothers. My dad is obviously is my stepdad. So my 2 younger brothers.
Our step brothers.
Yeah,
or
half brothers.
half
Half brothers. That's
half
the one.
brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then you went to Tenerife. And how long was you in Tenerife for?
Was there for 6 years, 5 years, 6 years. Yeah.
What was life like in Tenerife? Do you remember?
Your hands.
My hands. Yeah. Checking if they're hard. Tough.
She's doing some.
No. I was because he said his hands was wet earlier.
Yeah.
For
there was-
another reason.
Oh, I said
So
they're
I
wet.
thought-
I said they're wet, but not even in a good way.
Yeah, so I thought, what did he mean by that? I thought, sorry.
you know what I mean?
No,
You're
'cause I
there
was
thinking about his hand.
No,
like,
because
right?
right, you know what I thought? Yeah,
What?
because you know, like how you were saying about the spasms and all of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe his body was hot and
Sweating.
he was sweating.
Oh, sweaty
Thank you.
palms.
Wow,
Yeah,
thank you.
because I get
So
that
my body's
sometimes
hot,
as
yeah?
well.
And I say, no.
That's why I was like,
Hey,
oh,
that's
let me find out like why he said his hand was. Anyway, that was just like
Okay.
Okay.
in relation to what you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
were talking
yeah.
about.
So where are
but
you
yeah.
from, Vanessa?
Where am I from?
Yeah. Which country?
Oh, Jamaica.
Oh, see, me too. Yeah.
You said that to me earlier.
Yeah.
You're from Russia, though.
Yeah, that's not someone I really had, man, is it?
Stop making me laugh. Actually, make me laugh. I need to laugh, actually.
Whereabouts in Jamaica are you from?
Clarendon.
Clarendon. Oh, that's nice. Oh, my friend's from Clarendon. Do you
I was
know?
born
Do you know?
Do I know?
Sorry.
Do I know who?
Do you know
Dwayne.
Randy Valentine?
I do.
Valentine.
Yeah. Do you know Randy Valentine?
I do. I know a very good friend of his,
Yeah.
but I know
Who?
of him. What's his name?
Oh, I know exactly who you're thinking of.
No, I bet you don't.
Yeah, I do. I do exactly. I know who you're thinking
Tell
of.
me then, go on, because I
Who?
can't remember his name.
His name is. What's his name? His name is
His name is Zaro.
Flemish.
No, Zaro.
Zaro.
Big up Zaro.
Big up, Zaro.
I'm the one that knows Blemish and Randy.
You're not, bro. Listen, that's who we met
Randy's
through.
a very talented individual.
Yeah, completely.
He's my brethren. He's my.
Do you remember that song he done about the weed and above the mountains, above the clouds? I think you
We them love, me love, me love, me sensey. Smoke until the whole bag is empty. You remember that one?
Yeah, man.
Oh, Chip Fu. Yeah.
Sound good though.
Man, you
Chip
many
Fu?
talents. No,
I'm
I
saying
don't know
you
Chick
sound
Fu,
good.
but
No.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, so Randy's from Clarendon. Yeah, you're right.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
he is. Big up Randy, man.
Oh no, I'm okay. Thank you.
Nah, I'm good, brother.
bless.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
So, what was you born in Jamaica, Vanessa?
Yeah, I was born there, but I came in when I was 9.
Okay.
So I don't really remember that much.
You must do
about
9
my
years. You remember
about
9
my
years.
childhood. I remember, yeah, but most of the things I remember was like traumatic things, or like when my mom came here to study and stuff like that, like how it was living with my stepdad and my little brother.
What was it like?
What was it like? Sometimes I remember it was lonely. Other times it was fun because we used to like do lots of walking and stuff like that. Like
Lonely, as in you was left without people around you or something.
yeah, because when my mom came here to do nursing, so yeah, I was kind of just missing her, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
How old was your brother?
at the time he was about maybe like 6. We were both young. Like my brother's not that younger than me. He's about 4 years younger
Okay.
than me. Yeah. So, yeah. And then my mum sent for us and we came over. But yeah, like a lot of the memories is just like I remember like riding a bike, banging my head on like the steel gate. You know how hard it is, isn't it? So it's like that was like a hard bang. Like, but I survived it. I did give thanks, and I remember getting bitten by like 10 dogs at the same time. Like literally, like I say 10, but it could have been more. Like that's how bad it was. And that was because of my sister. This
is all in Jamaica, yeah?
This was in Jamaica. Jesus. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I remember stuff, but I remember like a lot of bad stuff as well. But I remember good stuff. Like, just being a child and just being at one with nature, like making toys out of boxes and stuff like that. But yeah, like I don't really...
You came here at 9 and where did you come to? London, yeah?
Bristol.
Hey,
I got Bristol.
Yeah.
Bristol. Whereabouts in Bristol you live?
I was in Eastville, which is like close to Easton. Basically Easton.
That's what's up. I know.
Yeah. Big up the
Big up
Bristol
Bristol,
crew. Yes.
Big up St. Paul's.
St. Paul's.
Bristol's
Just
an
big up
interesting area.
Bristol in
Bristol's
general.
Very much so, man.
Yeah.
There's some interesting history. Like,
And
very
good
deep
clubs
history.
and bars.
It
like,
does.
Good dance, like
It
students,
really
right? A
does.
lot of students.
Yes.
But I remember
Yeah.
when I used to do a lot of gigs back in the day with artists, we used to always have it. Like anytime we're going to Bristol, like, yeah,
Yeah.
A good time.
man.
It was nice. The carnival there as well. St. Paul's Carnival.
Yeah, that's right.
Them days. Those were the days.
I swear
man.
my man's from there as well. What's his name? Banksy, isn't he? He's from down that way. I
artist,
think.
yeah.
The artist.
Banksy.
Yeah. There's a lot of artwork in Bristol, innit? Yeah.
And also the guy that done Soul to Soul with Jazzy B. White fella, what's his name? Oh, I hate the fact I forgot his name. Used to have a studio in the back of Queen's Park there. But he was like him and Jazzy B's what done the back beginning of
created
Soul
it.
to Soul, yeah.
Yeah. So you moved to Bristol. How long was you in Bristol for?
How long was I in Bristol? I was in Bristol till about end of year 8. So I was about, I don't even think I was there. I think maybe I just turned 13 or was about to turn 14. But yeah, because I started year 9 in London. So it was just, yeah,
Okay.
at the end of year 8.
And you got good memories of Bristol.
I got really good memories of Bristol. It was just different. Everyone was closer together, like in terms of just not even just family, but just in general. There's just like a proper community. Like I really, okay, yeah, I really full enjoyed my childhood in I was gonna say Jamaica, in Bristol. So I was kind of upset when my mom came to London, but then I got used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What part of London was you? Climatized to?
The first part of London I remember was Garrett Lane. Yeah, Garrett Lane.
You're right there.
In Tooting.
What are you looking for?
Just trying to get my
What?
It's funny, you know.
Garrett Lane.
Yeah.
What was you trying to get so you can sit still, man? Better fidgeting.
You're making me fidget. Stop making me fidget.
Can you move closer to the microphone, please?
You're gonna make me
ADHD.
start fidgeting, man.
Excuse me.
All
So
right,
what part of London did you say?
Garrett Lane, Tooting.
Tooting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you stayed in South ever since?
Yeah. Well, we moved to Sutton after, which is it's still London, but it's Surrey, innit?
Okay.
So it's not really London.
It's not London.
So I was
definitely.
but they say it's London. But it's like really
Greater
not.
London. Greater London.
SM1. Sorry. But I was there for so long. It was just so isolating. And then I tried to move back to Bristol. That didn't work.
Yeah.
So I came back. And then what happened? Then I ended up being in Lambeth for some reason. Yeah. So ever since I've just... Because I don't want to go into it too much, but Sutton tried to blacklist me, I believe. So they made it really hard for me to get housing from any other borough. So when I went back to Bristol was like, we can't help you because you made yourself intentionally homeless.
Yeah.
And then when I came to London, the only way I got help in London was after I left the refuge, because I was in like a woman's refuge for like 6 months. For about 9 months.
What's a woman's refuge?
Like when you're fleeing domestic violence.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, if it wasn't for that place, I would have probably still been homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even when Lambeth was like taking it on, like they were asking me like, how do we know you're not going to make yourself intentionally homeless again? But I explained to them what happened. It wasn't that I did it, so sporadically briefly, or anything like that.
What did happen though? What happened? Briefly,
So,
in a nutshell.
Just in a nutshell, the place I was living in Sutton, it was a permanent place, but it was housing association. So I was going through noise nuisance, antisocial behaviour. And me and my mum, we were also being like harassed as well. And followed.
Who was doing the noise nuisance? In your neighbour?
It's a neighbour upstairs, but we didn't know the number of the flat where it was coming from.
They're playing loud music?
It wasn't even loud music. Like I wouldn't even care if it was loud music. It was You alright?
I'm good.
Okay. It was more like, how can I explain it? All right, so like it's like drilling noises, but it wasn't drilling. So it wasn't just coming from like above. It's all right. It wasn't just coming like from above, like on the ceiling. It was coming from in between the walls in my flat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then there was like radiation, like a lot of radiation and lights and just like banging noises.
What do you mean? Radiation?
Yeah. Well, for my mum mainly, because my mum used to sleep with like pillows on top of her head and lots of like blankets and stuff. And sometimes she stayed away at her friend's house, like because she was living with me and the children. Sorry. But it just kept waking us up. It was just
when you say radiation, what do you mean?
I'm trying to. I don't know how to say it without people thinking, oh, like she's weird or so. Like I don't know.
You're sitting next to Sasha. I don't think that's what they're gonna be thinking.
No, I know, but it's just like, I'm trying to find the best way to explain it.
Like radiation.
Because when I researched it, it was coming up as gang stalking, but it's funny because when we was trying to do the investigation, like they said they didn't know. They said they didn't know which number it was coming from, so I had to get environmental health to come out. I contacted environmental health, and they told me that I needed to contact the housing association. Then I contacted the housing association. They told me that I have to know the number before they can do anything about it. When me and my neighbor tried to find out the number, it was just like impossible.
So your neighbor could hear it too?
No, my neighbor, she was in a different, because it's like a tower block of maybe.
Your neighbor
like,
was just trying to help you?
Yeah.
They couldn't hear it?
She was trying to help me.
They couldn't hear it in their flat?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about the because you said radiation. What do you mean by that?
Because I used to see like, flashing lights sometimes.
Yeah.
But my mum used to get headaches. So she just automatically thought, oh yeah, like, okay, they're doing something upstairs, like whether they're experimenting or whatever they're doing, or they're trying to get me to hand in my tenancy. I don't know what it was, but basically it was interfering with my breastfeeding because it kept waking me up. And it got to the point where I was like, okay, we need to leave here, because I was sending I was recording it. And I remember contacting the housing association lady, was like, is that coming from in your flat? And I was like, yeah, because like I said, there was two separate ones. There was one above the ceiling, and then there was one in between.
No, it's because it was
in between the walls in my flat.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, is that noise coming from in your house? I said, yeah. So she was really shocked when she could hear it on the phone. So when I sent those recordings to my friend in Bristol and my cousin was like, I could just come bring the children to the house, our family house in Bristol. And I was like, okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hand in my tenancy and put my things in storage, me and my children's stuff, and go to my family house in Bristol. Because I couldn't take it anymore. Like, I was trying to get help for us to move. I had like doctor's letters and everything, social worker letter, and nothing was happening. I even tried to go private. That's how bad it was.
This is very distracted.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh, so sorry.
I even tried to go private as well.
Brother.
But yeah.
Yo.
I'm so sorry. Like,
No,
the sister's telling her a story.
Yeah. I'm listening. I'm actually really listening.
What did she say?
She says she, apart from the fact that she said it was distracting, she was telling me about her living in Bristol. Hey, why are you questioning me? I'm literally listening to sister over here telling her about her story in Bristol and that. You're a bad guy.
I'm not alone.
You're a bad guy.
You're not leaving me alone in this, bro. What's happening, bro?
What do you want?
Nah.
What do you want, man? Just tell me, I got you, man. What do you want?
At least have assistance. What's happening?
You're not making me laugh.
I don't know.
We're having a unique
resistance be
podcast. That's what we're
resistance.
doing. We're having a very unique podcast.
None of this is planned. I don't know what's happening there.
That's one thing they're gonna know.
That's what's up.
No.
Persistence be resistance.
Trust Jedi, boy.
Don't worry, I'm here all week.
Okay. Your story sounds like it's like, to be honest, yeah.
Oh God.
How I met you was through a public outcry.
Yeah.
Something had gone on. Yeah. I don't know. Let's just because I feel like this might fill in a couple blanks, certain things people trying to understand or whatever.
That's
What is it
interesting
you
said
can
that,
tell us about that? How did I meet you? What can you tell me about that scenario? And how did you get to that point?
How I got to that point
Yeah.
was exactly what I was telling you when I left the property, and they took me back to court, said I made me and the children intentionally homeless. But they used like other evidences that they had in between that, things that happened with me and my third daughter's dad, just other information that they could use. And then, we went to court, and the judge was like, "Why is she here?" And he was like, "There's no immediate risk to the children," but he kept the case open.
What do you mean? Instead of throwing the case out,
Yeah,
he allowed it to move to the next step,
yeah,
which was what, like,
which was so I believe it was to do with my housing, like them helping me with housing. But then by that time, my mum was giving me advice, and I was taking on a lot of advice around that time. But the advice I took from my mum at that specific time was to give my third daughter to her dad. So then they had to do like assessments and stuff on him and his family before they could say, okay, yeah.
So she went with him?
Yeah. Yeah. And then my mum was like, oh, I think you should give up my two big daughters to the extended family members and focus on your housing and your pregnancy, because I was pregnant with my fourth child. And I did that as well. But then they started to make me start going to like the contact center to see the children and stuff like that. But at the time, I didn't understand what was going on. But obviously, after I had the baby, it all added up, because during my pregnancy, obviously, I left Bristol, came back. They put me in emergency accommodation. My older two children's placement broke down, and I tried to get them back. I inquired in relation to my housing to find out if I had a court order to say my older two children are coming back, would you be able to put me in like a bigger accommodation? And they confirmed, as long as you've got the court order, that's fine. So I presented all this evidence, and then the judge said that basically he's retired now, so I'm sure I could speak on this. But he basically said my housing was a problem and the court needed more evidence. So I think around that time, I think it was like mid-2018, they made the final hearing for October 2018, which was I gave birth basically on the 3rd of August.
Yeah.
So they made it long after I gave birth, which was kind of suspect. But anyways, long story short, I had my fourth child and they removed her at birth 6 years ago. But prior to the removal, I had a black social worker that told me, we're not taking your baby, we're going to help you with housing and counselling if you need it, because the concerns from Sutton is not high enough for us to warrant removal. And I was just like, okay. But I still was like on edge, so I kept asking them, can you put me in a mother and baby unit? But like, you don't meet the criteria for mother and baby unit because you don't have any mental health diagnosis or whatever they were saying. And the concern is not high enough.
So that's the only concern. That's the only way you get into a mother and baby unit, through mental health.
Yeah, and housing, I think, maybe if you, yeah.
And domestic violence.
Yeah, I think so. Like at that time, they got rid of that social worker just before I went into labour. And then I had a white social worker and she said that we are seeking removal at birth. But the judge, I had a different judge, she wasn't keen on separation. So she was like, oh, I'm going to separate for 11 days whilst they find your mother and baby unit. Because I was in the hospital homeless. I didn't have nowhere to go. Because that's another thing, they made me homeless just as I went into labour as well. Yeah. So they were like, what they wrote in the reports, like she had nowhere to take the baby and stuff like that.
This is the fourth child?
The fourth child, yeah.
And that was 6 years ago?
That was 6 years ago. Anyway, long story short, I assaulted a social worker, so I'm assuming they're still holding that against me. 6 years ago, 5 days after I gave birth. Yeah.
So was that footage? Was that footage that I saw? That was from 6 years ago.
No, that was that was six weeks ago.
Okay.
Was it 6 weeks? 7 weeks. I think.
Yeah, they felt recent.
Yeah. So like, I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's a personal thing because maybe of what I'd done, but it was justified.
6 years ago, they took the custody of your fourth child, and at some point, something happened between you and the social worker.
Yeah.
Physical.
Yeah.
Physical. In
court, yeah.
That you're in the court, yeah?
Yeah, not in the courtroom, but as we left court, yeah.
And you've held your hands up to that.
Of course, yeah.
Was you punished for that in any other way? Was you any charges brought to you or anything like that?
Well, they tried to say like me and my friend child abducted my baby from the hospital, but then they got told to throw that out.
In terms of what happened with the social worker, did anything happen after?
Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah. It was together, innit? It was together because it was the assault and the criminal damage for her phone, and then it was the child abduction. So they kind of had it all together.
Because that all happened in one incident.
Yeah, the same day.
So what happened? You took you
After I sorted her, I told my friend to meet me at the train station with the baby, and then went to her mum's house. Got a cab to her mum's, to 12 Tribes, and then to her mum's house.
and you took the baby from court.
Yeah. No, not from court. I left court because she was at the hospital with the baby.
Oh, your friend was...
My friend was at the hospital with the baby. Yeah. And the social worker was on the phone to say to the manager to go to the hospital to remove my baby after court. So that's why they put the criminal damage for the mobile phone and the battery.
You mash up her phone.
Yeah.
So she couldn't use the phone.
Right. And then I left the social worker.
Man your hand.
At the time, the social worker at the time.
My apologies.
Well,
yeah, and then but then they threw out the child abduction because they said it was a breach of order. My lawyer always said it was a breach of order. And the case went on, I think, the criminal magistrates, and then they basically tried to give me a prison sentence. But then when I was assessed by the probation officer, like, she wrote me a report to say that, but she told me what she was going to write anyway before she done it, based on everything I told her, the history. And she said that apart from me assaulting a social worker having to be due to my hormones, it's also due to what I've been going through with social services, because it's been happening for a long time. So yeah, so basically they threw it out. They just said that it was, well, they still gave me a criminal record, but they
was it suspended sentence or something?
Yeah, I've got probation for like 12 months.
Yeah, gosh, crazy.
But they were like, oh, it's just gonna be you meeting with someone on a monthly basis for them to offer you support.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's
okay.
your question, yeah, not to jump in, but
No, that's okay.
have you always been representing yourself like this throughout it all? Like, do you feel like, is there anyone that's been legally with you through it all, or is it just been kind of you in and out meeting?
I feel like it's been mainly me, and the reason I say that is because up until now, because I've obviously met new people and stuff like that, that's been helping me in the group and stuff. But the reason I say that, like, even though there's been like one or two people that's been there, the solicitors haven't really always been, you know, yeah. There was only one solicitor that won my case under legal aid, and that was in 2017 when my children returned to me in the first instance.
All right, I want to follow the timeline. So this has all happened 6 years ago. The court case has gone on for a while. We've ended up with probation for 12 months. Yeah?
Yeah.
Fast forward,
6 years on 6 years
Fast
after.
forward all the way up until 7 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What's gone on? What are we talking about? What's happened? For people that don't know, and for people that do know that maybe want some context.
I've just been trying to fight for my children, really. That's the main thing. Obviously, I've gone onto a course. I've studied my level 2 in early years practitioner. So, you know. I'm
saying there's sorts is quoted the video that you've seen. This is the video I seen when I was first introduced to you. So you've had child number 4. Now you're pregnant with child number 5.
Yeah.
Child number. The video we've seen now
is 5.
Child number 5.
Yeah.
No. You're no. 7 weeks ago, child number 5 was born.
And straight away they was on you.
Amazing, I have to say, I can't believe it.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for real.
Yeah.
What happened?
Wow.
I actually don't know. I really don't understand what's going on. But what I do know is they need to do assessments. Because I feel like maybe Sutton gave them like wrong information. Because there's been like a lot of administrative error in relation to my name and my children's name. So even recently, I had a court document which had my daughter's date of birth and her full name, but 2 different parents' names on it to say that I'm having my child. My child is supposed to be in my care. So, you know, I've emailed them about that as well. So that's another administrative administrative error. So I think that's basically what happened, which is why it was such a shock, because on the 13th of August, we had a family group conference and they said that my baby was staying in my care.
And this is while you was pregnant?
No, this is up when I had the baby.
Okay.
Yeah. But whilst I was pregnant, I was fine. Like, they didn't give me any impression.
Had the baby,
yeah.
Everything was cool. What happened?
Everything was
Take
fine.
us on the day
yeah.
you had your fifth and what's happened, because explain, because I think you're talking from a perspective that people
like everything they're using it, basically everything they've said that they have concerns about is to do with antenatal appointments, missed antenatal appointments, and what was the other thing? My baby not being getting observed whilst I was on the ward, and
them not being able
to observe her.
You was an obstruction to them observing
Yeah. But that's not true, because she was being observed. She had all her checks done. She was born healthy, but she was 7 pounds 8. And she had all her checks, so she was fine. So I don't know where or why the hospital decided to take that route, but it has to be contested. The phone has to be contested, innit? Because unfortunately, you can't change what is on paper about you. So even if it's a lie or if it's the truth. So yeah.
Boy, that's deep, man.
We still, it's not deep to people that don't know what we're talking about. So I'm trying to get the sister to explain what happened. How do you what are we talking about? What video is there seen? What is that bit? Tell us that part of the story.
I had no clue they were gonna do this. It was a total shock. So even me, I'm saying to myself, how was I that calm? Because I didn't know what was happening. My mom was coming, my auntie was coming. Obviously I was on edge because I was my auntie kept saying she's fine. If we're not here, you can just go and have a shower in the hallway, because they lied to me. They told me they were going to give me a postnatal room with a bathroom and a toilet. And they were like, oh yeah, it's a really big room. But they gave me a tiny room, and it was very hot, and there was no bathroom and toilet. So because of that, I was okay, I've got to work around this. What am I going to do? Because I was so protective of her. I didn't want to leave her by herself. And then the site manager came and was yeah, we can give you a commode, because I still have incontinence after birth, because I wasn't able to just get up out of the bed and walk far away without my wee coming down or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And that's normal after you've been in labor. But the way they tried to make it look, it was just crazy on paper. She was weeing and defecating on the floor. All these things that they were saying, it was just it didn't make no sense. But
can I say one thing before we move on? Can I just say so much respect to you for everything you've gone through. Just big love for real, for everything you've gone through.
Yeah, I think it all stood out to me how calm you was, man. Yeah. And I do applaud you for that, because I don't know how you stay so calm.
I still don't understand. I'm trying to, but it's just even me, it's I'm just thinking I don't understand why.
We need to give the correct timeline. I think it's important to give the context, definitely. Because really and truly there's a video out there floating around, a viral video, and the context to it is missing. And then there's obviously a commentary running along with it from different groups, well-wishers and naysayers.
Okay, see, I haven't been part into any of that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. You're a big man, like you said at the beginning. You get me then? So enough for being the you get me? But there's susu. There's a lot of susu and negative ones, shout loud. Not to say whatever in it, but I feel like I would like you to simply just give the timeline of what happened and where you are right now with it. Do you know what I mean? And then we're just gonna move on. But I know a lot of people are invested in one way or another.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that you as a young woman can speak your truth and stand up and say, look, this is what it is and this is what it isn't. Do you know what I mean? If you want to judge, if you don't want to judge, whatever, but let's lay it on the table of what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've had your child, there are bright and funny reports about you saying that you're being obstructive and whatever, blah, blah, blah. You've got your child and all of a sudden, what happens when the camera, what leads up to that camera going on? To that camera turning on?
I was literally just in there breastfeeding and talking to the healthcare. Talking to the healthcare assistant. We were talking about Amazon, like, and then I met the new midwife that was on that day. And it's kind of strange as well because I kept saying I wanted to leave the hospital because it was so hot in there. And then eventually I realized, you know what, like I just have to wait until we go to court because they said we're going to court on Thursday. Yeah. It's not that long. It was only like, I think it was the Tuesday I started feeling like this. And then I was like, do you know what, it's only 2 days, we're going to court. They said they're not taking the baby, so let me just chill out. Do you know what I mean? Because they said they were going to put us in a mother and baby unit, which I was going to oppose anyway. Me and my lawyers were going to oppose for the baby to come to my house with family support because there's no immediate risk posed. What you're
doing right now is just very distracting. Just making noise, buffling. I know you got ADHD, but this is next level, brother.
Sorry, bro.
This is like ADHD sniff. What's happening?
ADHD
sniff ADHD, like what's happening? What's going on, brother? Because your sister's here.
Myself. I'm gonna go.
All right.
That's some disrespectful shit. Bro.
Don't forget anything though, brother. Please.
No, I'm not.
Take your time.
That's very disrespectful, bro. What do you mean sniff ADHD, bro? I'm literally. I'm just trying to find my
What
glasses,
you trying to find? For what? Why didn't you try to find your glasses for?
My glasses broken, bro.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're just wriggling. Was you wearing your glasses out there? That's why your glasses broke, because you smashed your head out there.
Jedi.
Probably why he's wearing your glasses. And I'm concerned.
Excuse me for standing up.
Brother, either you're sitting down or you're not. You don't need to jump up like that because I bust a joke. Like what? You're upset because you know what I'm like?
I just thought that was...
You're feeling very sensitive, but you think you're going to sit there, fidget and bogle and whatever. A man's not going to say nothing, cuz. Like, not one word. Behave yourself. Like, what do you think? I'm not... This ain't the Emperor's New Clothes, bro. I don't pretend for people. You're my brother. I ain't going to sit here and pretend. Like, the sister telling her story.
Yeah.
You can't sit still. You're doing all that, and I'm busting a sniff job.
I saw my glasses there.
Fair enough.
And
but now's not the time, though, cuz. You're rustling and rare. She's at the most sensitive part of the story that we've been trying to get to, and you're doing a madness. So rather than act like you're not there, I had to address you and say, well, go on. And I tried to run it with a little bit of comedy, because you know that's what I am. I like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to soften the blow of saying, brother, stay still. Okay. Stop fidgeting. Okay. So, I ran in a joke. Yeah, I don't know what you're jumping up for.
I wouldn't say that to you, bro.
Yeah, but I wouldn't act like that. If I acted like that, then you wouldn't. Bro, I've been around you a long time, so even though you're telling the camera and everybody there's ADHD, don't make me look like a bad guy because you don't act like this. So it's not ADHD, it's other things, but you don't want to get into it. But you're insisting that you sit here and come on the camera. So I'm like, fuck it, if you want to. I said, brother, I'm not deleting anything.
All right, cool.
If you want to chat, but you're gonna have to be real. If you're not gonna be real,
okay,
do you know what I mean? It's love, bro.
If you finish, then good.
Yeah, but like, don't do that to me. Because
Vanessa, you want to continue?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He's breastfeeding. He's talking about something with the healthcare worker. And then
So yeah, it got to the point where I was just like, it's like God just made me like release tears that morning because I met the midwife that was on for that day. She came in and introduced herself, her and another student. I think she was a student midwife, I can't remember. And then we just started talking, and I was like I started to tell my story, but it was like I stopped and I just started crying. And then she just started hugging me. Like, and I just remember like her just giving me this big hug, like, and just saying, it's okay, let it out. And then that's when I was just telling her like, oh, we're going court and stuff like that. And then after she left, yeah, I was breastfeeding, speaking to the healthcare assistant, and then next thing you know, police and he walks in. Yeah, like that was it. Like I don't remember like anything. There was nothing that happened for like, because when I called the social worker after they took the baby, the social worker didn't know. The
social worker wasn't aware
was
that the
not
baby
aware.
was being removed.
No.
That's a bit strange, wouldn't you think? That
She was not aware.
Yeah, definitely. But that's your social worker you've been dealing with all the time.
Exactly. Throughout my pregnancy.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Birth. She even came to the hospital the day, I think it was the day before that. No, yeah, it would have been the morning. And then we had the family group conference as well.
She had to have known. To be a social worker. And
that's what everyone is saying. But she promised, she swore down, she did not know nothing.
So who made...
And she said that they emailed her, but she told them the plan was not for removal. And they don't need a strategy meeting because they're going to court on Thursday, and the plan is to keep mother and baby together. Yeah. That's what she said to me on the phone.
So was it the decision of the midwife, just like that?
It was the safeguarding lead, and that I never met before. I only met her that day. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the safeguarding lead.
Lead.
Yeah.
I just remember hearing her tone, the woman. I remember hearing her tone, and it was like that tone of like system.
Unfortunately, today
I was like, raw man.
Were you there?
You do have the right.
No, I saw it on
it's a video.
Okay. It was online, viral video. But I saw it through Jedi's channel.
Vanessa was filmed when they came in, and her interaction with the police.
Who was doing that? Your mum? Who was filming?
That's another thing. I didn't even realize I don't know if I was holding the camera properly. I was just holding it. Like, something just told me.
You was the one doing the filming?
Yeah.
Okay, last question. As a black woman, yeah, is this like a step that you've taken in interactions with people of authority to be filming these kind of situations?
What do you mean? Is it a step? Are you alright?
No. You see me, I'm an emotional person.
I ain't got my wipes, but
No, that's cool. I don't need that.
Okay.
It's basically, I'm a super empath.
Yeah, I hear you.
So as
do me a favour. Sit back.
Yeah. So sorry. As I'm a super empath, so me as a man, I'm a Russian man. I'm a white man. Yeah. But I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, yeah, and I can feel it. And say, for example, like interactions with the police, yeah, or with like midwives or whatever, I'm asking you, as a black woman, yeah, do you protect yourself by filming? Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Do you protect yourself by?
Is it a strategy?
Exactly.
Like, do you feel the need to?
Excuse me. I do.
Yeah, I feel like because there's been so many like administrative error. Yes. I felt like I needed to record it. Like I just had this. I had this fire in me because it was like basically it was so much going on, and I thought to myself, wait. If the police are in here with their body cams on, I'm allowed to film.
For real.
Yeah.
And I thought, do you know what? They walked in, they didn't even like knock or say like, oh, are you dressed? Can we come in? Nothing like that. They just walked straight in.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I thought, yeah, let me just get my phone. But strangely enough, like whilst I was about to film or whilst I was filming, I think it was whilst I was filming, my other phone was ringing, and that was my older two children's social worker that was calling me. So in my head, I was just trying to make sense of everything. Like, was this all a setup, or was it just something that was just happening naturally? Do you get what I mean? Because I'm thinking, like, why is she calling me at this time whilst this is going on? Yeah. So if I didn't have my mind intact, that could all just send you crazy, because you're just thinking you're all doing this together. You know, like you're trying to corner me into some. But yeah, I had to like rise above it and just think, you know what, just not even think about it. But yeah, and then for some reason I held the camera correctly. Give thanks. Yeah.
And they proceeded to take your 5th child into care.
Just like that.
Yeah. But this is what I just want to say as well. Like they asked me to take the video down. Like, obviously I had to take the video down of the officer and the
Nurse.
yeah. But like I said to them, like, I don't know where it's gone. It's just gone. Do you know what I mean? It's gone viral. So it's just like they can't hold me accountable for that. Do you know what I mean?
I
I think that's what eventually has to make them answer. That's the video that was. If that video wasn't out,
yeah,
where would you be then?
It's like auditing.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't even know what's happened to you.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I just remember thinking, wow. Obviously, I didn't have all the context, and that's what this is about. But I just remember thinking, wow. And in answer to your conversation, I will never sit with a government official
and not film it.
Or not. I'll just audio record.
Audio,
anywhere I go.
Yeah. You
Like
have to.
if anyone wants to talk to me in any authoritative position to do with government and family or anything, I will always audio call.
I rented the car the other day from Gatwick Airport, and the guy was so rude, so rude, and on our next conversation, on our next conversation, whatever, I just put it on audio record, and the guy was so rude, and he just told me to go away. Just said, mate, just go away, you're rubbish, whatever he was saying. And then I said, okay, no problem. And then when the manager came back, I'd played him the audio, and the manager was like, oh my God, please excuse me, upgraded me. Do you know what I'm saying? Some A-class on that.
Oh, that's good.
That's the future, man.
You have to protect your neck now. You have to protect your neck. You know, you have to, man.
Documenting it.
And I'm not saying like I'll do it with anyone, but I'm like, I've had some issues of my own for whatever, families, doctors, whatever, courts, and I realize when I start to realize like, okay, this is how it works. So, and sometimes more often than not, you know, I'm recording so I can go back and listen myself to see how
you dealt with it.
Did I do am I getting my message across right, whatever?
Yeah, that as well.
You know, you think that
sometimes
these recordings will help you,
you have to do that to help you as well, because you don't really know what you're speaking about until you listen over and you're like, oh, I said that. Okay, this is what I actually really meant. I didn't mean that. Do you know what I mean?
I always, that's how I deal with it. But I always remember thinking, having dreams that, this is my evidence.
Yeah.
And what I found out over time, it's good for you yourself to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But as terms of evidence, it doesn't really stand up.
Inadmissible.
No, it's not that it's inadmissible.
Because you don't let them know when you're recording.
They don't want to know. They don't want to know. Like,
all over it.
That's what I've learned.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So nice.
Yeah, that is
segue.
True. Oh yeah, so I got to say up to like where I am now. So basically, like right now they're doing they want to do assessments.
So your 5th child is still in the care of.
Yeah, she's still
authority.
in the care of the local authority. I see her 4 days a week.
Oh, you see her?
Yeah,
beautiful.
4 days a week.
How could she not, man? How could she?
Yeah, I'm still breastfeeding as well. And
how's that running?
I breastfeed her when I see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows it's me straight away. Like she starts sucking her hand, or she starts sucking my chest when I'm like holding her.
There's no system of expressing and refrigerating or anything like that.
I express, but not as much now because there's like a gap in it when I see her. So
I mean, the express milk, can you send to her?
I don't even get to express that much now. So I couldn't. I just bring it to contact. So if I'm not producing enough when she's sucking from it, I just give her the bottle expressed one. Yeah, instead of giving her the one that the formula that the carer's got in the bag. So that's what I normally do.
Yeah, man. I can't imagine that though, having a youth and then seeing them only 4 times. I mean,
yeah.
You're like a baby father now. No jokes.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that's what I am.
You're funny.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
I get you though, because there's a lot of men going through that as well with the mothers. Yeah, but yeah. So
what about the father of this your fifth? What's happening? Is he involved? Does he know what's going on? Is he aware?
I believe so. So.
Together?
No, we're not together. Yeah. I believe so, but I don't know. Because, well, I don't even know what to say about that, to be honest. Yeah. They want me to serve notice on the dad. They want to serve notice to the dad.
What do you mean notice of what?
About the proceedings.
What does that mean notice? What does that mean notice?
Notice of the court proceedings.
Tell him about the court proceedings.
Yeah.
So that what? For what though? For the purpose of him claiming custody? Fight for custody? For what?
I don't know.
Just because it's his child too and he should be aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, I suppose that's fair. I respect that. That's fair. If he wants to be contacted. I don't know what the situation is.
But the situation is, I'm just going to be honest, like, I have no contact with him. Like, when I found out I was pregnant, I told him and he blocked me. Then I found out he's married.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then, like, I emailed him as well, his management team, because he's an artist. But
artist?
Yeah, but they didn't get back to me.
As in a music artist?
Mm-hmm.
Successful?
Is he good?
Yeah, I would say he's good. He's good. He's not bad.
Does he sing? What's his genre?
Yeah, he's dancehall. Dancehall R&B.
Really hard, man.
Dancehall R&B.
Was it?
Well, I remember saying to him, "Oh, like let's make some R&B," and he was like, "Yeah, we can make R&B. There's no R&B. All we made was R&B Storm, R&B Storm. I mean, Baby Brown. Yeah." But he's just like, this is what you would always go through, innit?
I mean,
like, you're meant to be doing music and you're doing other stuff. Like, come on, like women just always go through it.
I don't know.
Jedi?
I don't know if they
Humans do.
Do they?
Yeah, we do.
The women always go through this in
It's like
music and then
end up just doing the madness.
Yeah. I make the girl them sing for me.
I was thinking humans just going through difficult stuff, but I see what you're saying.
No, I was as well. That too, definitely. Yeah.
So,
but
what's your musical background? Let's get a bit into Dez's musical.
Yeah.
I want to know who it is.
Me too, but I didn't want to ask it.
I'm not gonna.
Jedi was doing it smart. He was like, yeah, what's the genre? What's the genre?
Exactly. When the lights go out.
I'll tell you after. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I work in music on and off, like from about 25 years ago.
Okay, what's the start? How did you get into music?
Good question. How did I get into music? I started with a local around here called Specialist Moss. Big up Moss.
Specialist
Moss. Specialist Moss and Daddy Pickens, 2 brothers who were, at the time, I remember thinking, right, they're like a new version of the Ragga Twins, you know? You know, like, remember the Ragga Twins?
Demon Ruckus and Flinty
Badman. Yeah, it's that energy. So, and what really happened was, I met a lady, and that lady was in music. She was at A&R. And through being with her, I kind of got, I was going to all the gigs, going to all the events. Yeah. Yo-Yo's, he's the man at Yo-Yo.
Okay. Oh, what are you talking about, Moss, man?
Yeah, Moss.
Shut up.
Come on, Moss. That's my first artist. So when I say first artist, that's the first person that believed in me when I was saying, I want to do this music thing.
Don't lie, Moss is my best friend.
And then Moss backed me with Pickens, and then we was running around all the labels. And off the back of that, I met some young kids. Big up Daniel and Ben Palmer and Sly. And they knew a young girl called Naomi Daly.
I know that name.
Ended up being Miss Dynamite.
Yeah.
Miss Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like, so basically I went with Marson Pickens, then got Dynamite.
Wow.
And then that blew up. She just blew up, you know, that, and that's how I really stepped into the game.
So what was that? Your second artist?
Yeah, that was my
first?
second artist in terms of that. When I just started and said I'm gonna do this, I put my own money into it, kind of thing. Started buying the bits of equipment and whatever. And yeah, it was me, Marson Pickens, big up Tyrone, my old partner there, and yeah, and my girlfriend was an A&R. And I was like, okay, cool. And I basically got a window into the game.
Yeah.
And then I'd always be in the labels. I'd always be like, you know, chatting. But the funny thing is, when I go to gigs with her, I'd always end up having a little joint out the back or something, or in the back, yeah. And people gravitate to you when you're smoking.
Yeah.
And I'd end up, I remember more often than not, I'd be smoking.
I never knew that, you know?
It's called poncing.
Yeah.
I start a conversation and look at the spliff. Split politics is mad, you know.
Hilarious.
You know what I mean?
That's so true.
And
But
like,
it always
you
end
pass
up
it on
being
and
like, it ended up being the head of radio or the head
yeah.
of this or something. Like I wouldn't know that at the time, but she'd be like, he works at my label or they. So basically, I had almost a year. This is before Moss as well, working with Moss. Almost a year to 18 months of meeting all these people in the music business through my girlfriend, being a kind of cool fella that got on with people, you know, whatever. And so when Dynamite came along and the Moss situation happened, it was almost like, everyone's looking for her. Who's my manager? Who's our manager? Who's my manager?
You're talking about Miss Dynamite.
That's him.
There's
Naomi.
James fella like. So I'd already met my lawyer before I met Dynamite. The guy who ended up being my lawyer, big up Gary Mandel, Sarah Stennett. But basically, I was just living life, man. I was just living life. I bumped into a woman that was in music.
Yeah.
And then I kind of saw what was going on around her and I clocked, I said, I want some of this.
You find it, is that you? Is that your personality? You see something popping and you think, you know what, I want to get involved, and you find...
Well, you know, it could be because what I've realised over the years, I get into things a lot earlier and sometimes I get out of them and then later on I see them blow up. Because sometimes you're always looking at different stuff.
You're early on the wave, innit?
But what I've been lucky enough to do when I was younger I was, you know, getting a bit of paper, nothing made, but getting paper enough to survive ourselves. And I just, if I had an idea, I invested in it. Whereas I think a lot of people have an idea and look for someone to invest in them.
What was you like as a kid, if you remember?
Boy, do you know what? What was I like as a kid? I think I was a good kid growing up until about, like a good mummy's boy, you know, around my family till about, because my mum was very strict, Irish woman, but she was very strict.
Where was Pops?
Dad's there. Dad was, my mum was strict, but my mum ran the house, but my dad paid the bills.
Yeah, of course.
Big up Pops. Big up Pops.
Yeah, my dad worked and all that. But when I think back now, my dad, it was never really on me.
Yeah.
He let me, like, my dad nearly died 20 years ago. He hasn't, yes. But
Big up Pops.
big up Pops for real. And he had a stroke, and I remember just thinking, I'm gonna have to talk at his funeral. Yeah, and I was thinking, because they gave him his last rites. So I'm driving home with my mum now, thinking, my dad's gonna pass. And I just remember thinking my journey with my dad, and I was thinking, he's always let me be me.
Yeah.
As a side note, he's always just like, he's let me be me. No matter how wild I've been, he's let me be me. And I just remember thinking, that must be so hard as a father.
As a father to watch and...
Yeah. My mum was on me, and he's in the house, but he was never on me like
Just
my
watching you.
Yeah,
And
like
if you went too wrong,
but
if you went too wrong, then he'll kind of...
But very like it's probably twice in my life my dad's had to step in with me.
Yeah.
But anyway, as a child, I was wild, man. When I broke out.
Yeah, right. Well,
I broke out about 14, 15, about 15.
As comfortable as you are, what's this wildness in turn?
Well, the wildness was just, I think I was always searching for something. I remember I just said I rated my dad for leaving me to be. Yeah. But I realised now as an older man, I think I was searching for something, and I think the street gave me what I was searching for, which was a bit of feedback, attention.
Yeah. He was too laid back.
Yeah, he was too laid. That's what I think probably, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as you get older, that too laid back or they weren't interested turns into, they was surviving. They was working night and day, so you was good.
Yeah.
Because I've always had food, never starved, always had a home, never been from home to home. It's never been...
Sasha never
no, because he said he starved. Yeah, you know, that's why I say it.
Cornflakes.
But they weren't really cornflakes.
Flakes.
But yeah, like, so my thing is, I think I had a wild nature. Cause I got one sister 5 years older, and she's always said, you're like my older brother. And it always got my head when she said it. But I realise now what she meant.
So where was you growing up?
I was growing up on Amberley Estate opposite Warwick, man.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Them sides there?
Yeah, opposite Warwick, we used to call it. And obviously I used to go Moles and my cousins was in Mozart. And them times there, come on, man, we got any postcode. Still do. But
where's that in Bayswater?
Yeah, just not far from Bayswater. Just up the road from
At
there.
the bottom.
All that ends is my ends where I grew up.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I grew up, and it was a right melting pot. And you know what? There was some OGs around me, man. Back then, it was like, I grew up in a time when skinheads were roaming the streets, and to be Rasta was like revolutionary. So, I was in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The 80s. That's when I started.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a teenager now. I'm getting not 80s, but almost like mid 80s to late.
Yeah.
And then,
It's funny, you strike me as a musician, but I don't hear you telling about you doing no music.
No, the funny thing is this, right?
You've got
when I look
musician
back now,
vibe,
I
bro.
laugh and I say, I'm a creative. That's what I do know about me. But you know what I did? I done really good jobs creating with people that believed in me.
Yeah.
Because I literally took over what they was doing. I'm not saying they didn't do it themselves. I'm just saying we gelled. And what I've noticed over the years, when someone believes in me, I believe in them, we create miracles.
Yeah.
Whereas now, I've come back into the music business and I'm around it and we're doing good things, but I'm like, it's totally different. And I'm an older man as well. I feel young, but...
So bringing you back to Dynamite, what was some of your... Give us a great memory or a funny thing that happened around Dynamite, something that people don't know. So how long was you her manager for?
From Boo, she must have made Boo 2 weeks before I met her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I met her and big up Sticky, big up Jason K. And then
Big up.
I managed her all the way to the Brits when we won at the Brits. But I broke up with her probably the day before the Brits. We had an argument or the week before.
Shit.
Yeah, so when she won a couple of Brits.
What
time
to get with her when she just made Boo as well?
Yeah, but she was looking for a manager. She actually, it's funny, she was around someone's house. Yeah. I was there talking, giving my speech to Moss and them. Just cut my first vinyl,
Wait.
And she was like almost popping her head around the corner. But I knew she'd be talking to one of the guys, Sly, big up Sly. And in the end, I said, come in the room, man. And then we just started chatting.
Not Lucian Sly.
No. And then she turned around and she was like, not at that time, but it eventually turned into, she showed me that Jason Kane Speakenomix had given her an offer.
Okay.
And she's like, can I help her? And I was like, cool, sweet. And then I've turned up at their house and they're like, who the fuck are you? Kind of thing. And I'm like, Des, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, it was quite funny, that story. That's so that would be the funny story. Because you know what? I turned up there. It's all been planned. I've had a couple phone calls. I've done a couple of meetings with labels. I'm raw. I'm honestly, I'm a year out of jail. Yeah. So I'm raw, right? But we're getting money. We're doing all right. And I just remember meeting Jason K, bless him, and Sticky and some other guys at his house. I think it was Jason K's house. And they was just kind of but they was ready to try and break me down, innit? Like to say, well, who are you?
Yeah,
kind
who
of
are
thing.
you, bro? What's your
I was
credentials?
backing it, road style, innit? I was backing it, right?
Dumb.
And then a man come out the side of him, yeah. And it's like, tick, brother, that's the security brother. Cool, he's a cool brother still. But at the time, he was like, yeah. And I always remember him going, he said to me something like, his name, and he's like, yeah. And I don't know how jail conversation, something come, and he said, Whitemore. I said, Whitemore. But you know what he's doing, innit? Yeah, and I'm looking at him. Remember, it was me, Naomi, and all of them, and I'm just thinking, but I was in Swellside.
Trump card.
And man used to ship them from Whitemore to Swellside at the time. So when I said it to him, remember he's on it,
Dispersal.
but when I said it, he clocked. And then I was like, yes. Swellside, man. Like that, yeah. But he's like, oh, okay. And we just chatting and whatever.
The fabric, he's testing you.
But listen,
he
would have twisted me up. If he was on it, he would have twisted me up. So I'm thinking, I'm in this house with all of them and I can see what they're on. But really, what they're on is this. They've got Naomi in it. They've made this Boo track. It's blowing up. Yeah. And they're thinking, raw. And then this brother's come out of nowhere. And like, she's on the vibe. Big ups to her. She was like, I'm with him.
Yeah.
But I think she just knew that I'd protect her. What you're saying about empath is what Naomi is. She's got that energy, right?
Just feels.
So I don't think she knew at the time, maybe she did, but all she knew was like, I'm rocking with Des.
Yeah.
And I was rocking with her.
She said she's with you, or she says with you?
No, with me. So basically, I just had to
Yeah.
convince everyone, you got to deal with me.
Yeah.
And they
From that party.
But the beautiful thing was like, remember my missus? She was the A&R.
Yeah,
so remember, in the previous year, I've met lawyers, I've met A&Rs, I've met MDs, I've met artists. So I'm looking at all of them like, yeah, you don't know what I'm going to do.
yeah,
I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And it's always funny because, do you remember the Pure Silk CD?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pure Silk series, right? That was in Edgware Road.
course.
Those guys had a competition and Dynamite won that competition. Now, what people wouldn't know is that they made her win.
Oh,
It's not to do with me, but this is what I found out, right?
Yeah.
And there was, remember MC Creed?
Yeah.
Legend, big up Creed,
I was
big
like,
up
Creed.
Creed.
The other day.
Yeah, big up Creed, man.
big
man.
up
That was
Creed.
a
Legend, bro.
half bad little impression there, innit?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was alright. You know, I need to
Doing
get
it
my
again.
credit. Let me get my credit.
And he was
have a go. Come on.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it. Yeah.
Come on, Sasha. Yeah.
So like, yeah, big up Creed, legend in the game.
I'd rather you don't, please, brother.
And he was part of that because he used to mic on their mixed CDs and stuff, and they was doing really good business.
That's coming from.
And remember, You okay?
No, it's fine. There you go.
Then what happened was because I put a spanner in the works,
Nah, I've got water.
and she just won this Pure Silk thing.
Yeah.
Now you get it? They're looking at it like, right, we made her win.
Yeah.
And
And
you're
you're reaping the benefits.
But I didn't know these things at the time.
Yeah.
But I worked it all
What
out.
was the prize of that winning that Pure Silk thing?
Maybe she gets to record more songs or whatever. 'Cause remember, these times it's vinyl, CDs out. There ain't no streaming. So at the end of the day, the music business was different then.
Internet.
No, I don't even think there was internet then. There might have been, but not on the level that we know it. No YouTube, yeah. So I navigated all of that.
Like, what? No,
Do you mind if I get my super malt?
He grew on that. Yeah, go for it, man. Or you could tell Jedi to get it.
Oh, can you get? It's on my bag. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my little
Thank you.
funny story about that when I met them. That was quite hilarious. But there's loads of them with Dynamite, loads.
I don't think I should.
And you
Can
said
I
you had
open it
bigger up.
whilst it's on? Oh, thank you.
You said you had a little fallout at the Brits. And that,
No, I wasn't a fall out of the Brits. No, I'm saying when I eventually we broke up,
Yeah.
it was probably a week before the Brits because I always remember she won 2 or 3 Brits at the time, I think. And then what she did was she bigged up her manager from the stage, who's my old pal, because it was 2 of us. I brought him in,
Yeah.
And then what happened was she bigged him up like, yeah, big up Tyrone. And I always remember people told me that was there, like, yeah, you heard it, like, raw, like, right, she did big up this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I said the Brits.
Okay, so
That was
you look good now.
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. I saw her just after COVID. Probably spent a lot of time with her over a year.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, she's good.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, what's happening?
No, sorry. I'm so sorry. He's
been a
asking me.
busybody.
He's asking me if I want him to open it, and I said no. So
Yeah, just shake your head, nod and shake your head. Don't talk. He's getting picked up on the mic. Sash, you good over there, yeah?
I'm okay.
Okay.
How do you think?
I'm just saying, all this noise.
Am I okay?
Yeah, you're good. You're all right, man.
Good.
You're doing better than I thought you would. Like, as in, considering. Yeah, you're doing all right now. You've leveled off a bit. Had a couple twitches and a couple little downloads. I don't know what that is, but other than that.
Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry, it's cool, man.
My throat is like.
What you trying to do?
Huh?
I need
She's opening it for you.
She don't want that.
okay.
She said not yet.
Oh.
Just to open
Sorry,
herself.
can you put that back over?
Of course.
Thank you.
That's where the self-sufficiency ends, when it's something heavy. Then she needs you now. That's it. I got it. It's okay, I got it. It's something heavy, she needs you. Alright, cool, man. So you said you spent a year with her over COVID and things are nice.
Just after COVID, when I got back from Jamaica.
Is that like your first long period of time?
Yeah, she got in touch with me while I was out there, and you know, that was cool. And like over the last, tell her, like, you know, from the Brits, after the Brits,
Yeah.
you remember when she done the stuff with KTB?
Not really.
Lights on and all that. She done
Lights on.
Yeah, with the lights on.
Yeah,
KTB,
yeah,
the feature,
the
right?
lights on.
All around that. Yeah.
Lights on.
I remember that song.
You love that tune.
At that
Yeah.
time, we got back together. We done all of that. That's when we got back together.
Okay.
We spent a couple more years touring and stuff, and then it broke down again and just kept it moving.
So now your relationship is cool with
I don't really see her, you know. I don't really see her at all.
I
Like,
see her all the time.
for real.
She's just there on the high road in the main.
I saw her in Camden one time.
She's passing through, buying a patty. I see her all the time.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, I don't see her all the time.
Ukai.
You know, I mix her up with Nana Cherry. It's Nana Cherry.
Yeah, you see Nana, yeah.
What about
Buying a
Ukai?
pint of milk in Sainsbury's, I see Nana Cherry.
Big up Nana. Original. Yeah, man.
Lovely lady.
And Shola.
I don't see no shoulder.
You don't see shoulder armor?
I don't see shoulder.
No?
I'm not looking for shoulder. Big up shoulder though.
Big up shoulder.
I didn't see shoulder.
Jazz, were you
You know
gonna
shoulder?
Are you gonna miss me?
He's
Are you
gone
gonna
quiet
miss
on
me too
shoulder.
much?
No.
He's gone quiet on shoulder.
Big up shoulder,
He
big up
just moved
shoulder.
away, He didn't want to say nothing.
didn't,
How
I
do you know
didn't.
shoulder?
I know,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Come on, man.
Did you know? Did you pick that up?
Nah,
He
did
went
you?
mute.
Did you?
He pressed the mute button on shoulder. He said,
Whatever, man.
He was just like,
Nah, man,
what?
sticking on me. I swear I
Now
didn't.
talk about this,
Shoulder's cool, man. Big up shoulder,
I'm
man.
joking. Big up shoulder.
She's just a bit younger, innit, when she come.
Excuse me?
You're gonna miss me too much if I go.
No. You could go toilet and take the light out to go toilet.
What is that? What kind of question is that?
Yeah, but you gotta take it to go toilet. Yeah. Make sure you got your light out to go toilet.
I'm on fire already.
Listen,
I don't need
don't do anything that's gonna make you do jerks and bubbles and that. Go on, hurry up.
Has he got my? Oh, he's got my light on.
That little, no, your light is, this is yours, right?
No. I don't have a light on.
I don't know what's going on. Alright then, brother, we'll wait for you to open the door and close it because it's quite noisy. Take your time. Take your
I'm the
time.
most subtle dude. Did you not know?
Take your time. Don't fall down the stairs.
I'm such a subtle guy.
Go for it, bruv. Thank you. I appreciate everything you're doing right now. Yeah, fucking Sasha, man. What a fucking wanker. Nah, big him up, man. Big up Sasha. It's a bit, you get me? It's a bit disjointed. But
Excuse
life
me?
is life, innit? I don't know. I don't really know what to
I need
say.
the energy, guys. I need the energy.
Yeah, we need energy. All right, cool. So let's move it forward because we've talked about Dynamite. Yeah, the ups, the downs, the Brits, the Mobos, the tours, the keeping it going with the lights on, and now we're skimming past shoulder ammo.
You're funny. You're funny.
Just moving past shoulder ammo, right? And now, where are we now? So what, like, because
Would you ever manage again? That's all now.
hold on, he's just on Tinder.
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
sorry. What?
Yeah, you know, it's funny you say that because I'm actually consulting right now for a project for Valiant. You know, Dancehall Valiant.
Jeez, yeah.
So I'm consulting for that. We signed him from Jamaica, and
okay.
I'm consulting at the Sony. Epic, big up Epic Records. And
Jedi said, "Big you up." Jed said,
yeah, I'd manage again, but you know what? I think what I got now and how I am, it would have to be a real special case.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
"You see, you're trying to get managed, isn't it?" Is it
Well, come on.
I didn't even
Would
see
be
that
nice. That would
coming.
be nice.
Send
That would be
them a demo.
nice.
Yeah, man.
Send them a
Listen,
demo.
I love listening to music. You know, new music all the time. Because one thing they
Yeah.
can't is that when you first hear something.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what really gets you. When you first hear something and you like it,
Yeah.
that's the specialness of music, I think. One of the most important
Definitely.
things. But
So how has the music game
Okay.
changed? I mean, obviously it's changed, but in your eyes, in a snapshot, what is the main differences?
I feel like it's got far more technical. Tech's taken over.
Yeah.
It's funny. Someone said something to me the other day. He said, "You see these music heads? They're all right. They just want to sell your kids some records." But he's like, "You see the tech lot? They want your children's souls." And I thought, "Rah, that's a real plain way, simple way of putting it."
The tech lot want the
Tech
children.
Yeah, meaning
The
you know, like
technology.
social media,
Yeah, technology. Okay.
you whatever, you know, the streaming, all of that.
Yeah.
And you'll be. It's funny. I saw a podcast the other day. Big up Joe Rogan, of course. A guy called Sutton Epstein, believe it or not, and the guy's done a study on Google.
What's his name?
Oh, I've got it.
Something Epstein.
Something
You
Epstein.
don't even need to know.
Yeah,
first
Epstein.
name.
And
Yeah.
basically, this guy's done a study,
He's pissed.
and what he's saying Google has on us already, our children, everything, already, just by using Google for the last 10, 15 years. He's like, listen, man.
Yeah, go for it. Bro.
Yeah, it's just saying that, you know, just jumping on the thing of they're coming for your kids. I just think that right now, listen, the digital age is not going anywhere. It's only going to get more and more integrated.
Yeah.
And I was trying to answer you about the music game. I'm like, that's where the music game's going. I feel like it's all digital. It's all like you still have to make the music, but in terms of you getting the music out there and stuff happening, you have to be tech savvy.
You know, it's funny you say that. You say you still have to make the music. Yeah, it's funny you say that because you kind of don't even have to make the music no more.
You're talking about AI, right? Yeah, but I'm like, for me, I feel like every time I hear something, I'm starting to see when I can know it's AI now.
You can notice it now?
Even just in posts on Instagram or something, you know, when they start talking.
Oh, yeah. They talk in
So
a certain way,
I envisage that's what's going to happen with music. You're going to be able to recognize, I believe.
No,
I
because
can't say...
AI, any AI script you put out, the AI will generate the script. You have the chance to edit it. Now, what you're hearing is lazy editing. when they're not taking out all the extra
point,
words.
good
And
point,
that,
good
but
point.
they'll be like, the color of the sun is extremely melody, and they use the tones and the hues. They use like unnecessary wordage, extra verbiage that lets you know, okay, this is not organic. All it takes is someone to sit down, edit, and pluck out a few words to clean it, streamline it. It's so good now. I don't know. I think they've been using it for time, bro.
Essentially, what I think is this, yeah? I think what's going to happen is this. Like, you know, like you got back in the days talking about cable TV, you have 100 channels. It's like, how do you watch them all? But, you know, everyone just gravitates to what they like. I think a music game, majors are going to become like independent distributors, which they are literally coming like already when it comes to cultural music, you know, like urban or whatever they call it, right? And my thing is, the artist has a lot more power, and every artist with your social media or every person with your social media accounts or whatever, you're walking around like a little channel. It's just whether or not you're a big channel or a small channel, right? And everybody has the opportunity, the same opportunity. I still think, listen, there's loads of things going on with the algorithms and all of that.
You sound like you believe that all algorithm is unbiased.
No, of course it isn't. It's definitely biased. But guess what? Until you're in those algorithms, yeah? Because remember, when you start, you don't start in those algorithms. Right now, you're going to put out content and it's either going to gather pace or not. Like, if you're not hot or your shit isn't out there and popping, it's not in those algorithms because it's not getting picked up. So I'm saying right now, there's different formats that are coming. And I'm noticing, like, haven't you noticed all these podcasts with all these rappers like in America and everything, and it's always sport betting, right? And I've learned so much about so much online betting because all of them have got mad money sponsored into them, but it's from online betting. And what that is now garnering is independent setups everywhere. Like if you see big up Cameron, big up Mace, it is what it is. It's like that is becoming more of a news channel in sports news channel than certain like CNN or whatever, right? And I'm like, if you think about it, that's the future. Like sometimes people will think about, too much tech, I don't need too much tech. I get that, I'm like that, you kids don't need phones till a certain, I get all of that. I agree with it. But let me tell you something, where's tech going? All tech's going is getting bigger and better. So one day you're going to be touching your skin, maybe not in our lifetimes, whatever, but like humanoid, innit? That's where it's going. Right?
Well, transhumanism.
And for me right now, you ever seen that film, Wall-E? The little robot?
Yeah.
It always blew me away when I was watching my daughters back in the day. It always blew me away that, the message was so adult-like, but so childlike, right? And you know, like you got all the fat guys and they're just passing each other and the screen's in front of them and it's like, I'm literally talking to you, but I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, yo, what's happening now? Just because it don't look like that.
Yeah, Jazz already texted me from over there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You walked out of the room, I'm texting you.
What's he talking about? What's this desk guy? He didn't say that. The Sasha's all right.
But yeah, that's why I see it being like, the power's in your hands. And the more tech savvy you are, the more opportunity you may be able to create.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you're just following the normal algorithms and the labels and all of that, listen, they're going to help you and it is going to push you forward. But at some point, you have to be in control of what you're doing. And I think right now, if you're looking at artists that are really mega out there, whatever they are, when you look behind the scenes, you always see that they're proper in control. They understand what they're putting out. They understand what they're doing. I think artists that moan, a lot of them are artists that, you know, not everyone can be that artist as well. I think that's important to say that. Not everyone can be.
Yeah, everyone wants to be the artist.
Like back in the day, everyone used to be like, Jay-Z, I'm like, Jay-Z's still here, bro. Like, he's still here now.
Yeah.
P. Diddy was here till a couple weeks ago. My G. But
open the door.
Yeah.
You open the door, we can't close it now.
Yeah,
What's
man.
your thoughts on that?
Oh man, it's interesting, you know.
Yeah, Jerry,
it's interesting. Do you know why? Because
it's
really interesting.
We can't get him back.
I got my popcorn orders. Yeah, I'm ready to watch this trial, you know. And I don't wish it on him at all because, you know, listen, it seems like there's a.
Did you ever meet Diddy?
Yeah, I met him.
You ever been to his party?
No, but I can tell you.
Because you know what?
I'm glad you said that because I got another story.
Wait, what was he like when you met him? Because
listen, it was brief. We're in clubs and it gets introduced. Dynamite's man, Dynamite, whatever. Like, you know.
But
it's always like, we're doing something up.
He knew who Dynamite was.
Yeah, but he gets schooled. Like he gets schooled in it when he lands.
You get the briefing.
This is hot. This is hot. Whatever. So I remember it was up in. I can't remember. It was one of them clubs in West End. And the funny, I met him a couple of times, and I always remember, like, we're doing something late or whatever. And I always remember, like, I just look at Nan, so you want to go? She'd be like, nah. She's very down to earth like that. And I'll be like, yeah, come, cool. Because I'm with her, right? We're going.
Yeah.
And I always remember seeing certain brothers that when he come in town, they always be around him. And that's my joke right now, isn't it? My joke
you
right
was
now
around
is like,
Diddy when he was
I remember
about-
sitting a man looking like squeezing in the lift with him.
trying
Like,
to get
I'm in
into
the lift, I'm in the lift. And I'm looking at them thinking, look at them begging it. you know?
begging.
Yeah.
And now look, what was you
Now-
begging?
Well, yeah, now we got to question you.
Yeah.
Spotlight
Yeah.
and that interrogation. What was you on? How much bottles of
But
baby oil did
my
you
view
own?
on that whole thing is this. It's going to be very interesting to see where they get it. Because someone said something the other day which really stuck to me. Hugh Hefner's been doing that shit in public for years. Everyone goes to the Playboy house, you know? So I'm saying, listen, I'm not saying Diddy hasn't done anything wrong. I don't know, to be honest with you. But this whole thing about, you fly a woman in and that woman
that's
gets on a
trafficking.
plane and you're sex trafficking. Like,
That's
come
nonsense.
on, man. Come on, man. It's nonsense.
That's nonsense.
And don't get me wrong, I think in America to be that powerful for that long, listen to me, you're not no simple person. Yeah? I remember Diddy's one of the first. You know, he's been doing this shit for a minute. So I'm just interested like everyone else because we're humans and we like to people watch, we like to gossip. I want to see what comes out of this trial because some of the
New Jack
things I'm
City?
hearing already is crazy.
Yeah.
Obviously, you seen New Jack
it's
City, yeah?
interesting.
Yeah, of course.
This is bigger than Nino Brown. Fuck going down, I'm
yeah,
taking
yeah.
down all of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and I feel like, that was probably loud. I feel like, I told you I was going to shout. I feel like the narrative is running that other people are going to come tumbling down with him.
Yeah, that's
There's
what,
other
but
names
remember,
getting
all
thrown
the
out.
narrative right now is what everybody's saying. It's not Puffy. Yeah, and I saw his lawyer the other day say something, and his lawyer's like, he's going to fight it, and he feels like he needs to fight it for everybody else. The only things that I will stick out, and this is my conspiracy.
You need to fight for me, bro.
The conspiracy thing that I will add to it is like, do you remember about 2-3 years ago? And
Ciroc.
and
Say
no, not even the Ciroc thing, because I know everyone's saying, I'm saying he was on his Black Love thing, Black Networks, Black Link Up. Like he was saying, I'm about to do things like on a channel level, like network level.
Yeah.
And when I really think about it, I said to myself, the first thing that popped in my head was like, well, because when he was doing it back then, I was thinking, rah, that's a big step, you know? Not to say that he can't do it, just to say like, you know, having someone of that power, step up. At the moment, all I think is like, you know, he likes a good time and he's a dirty cunt. That's what I really think.
I can see that.
I think he's been getting away with that behavior for years. Because what I see, every time I've been around really super famous people, you do see a bit of that energy. I've seen it. I've seen it, and you know,
that's their thing.
Yeah, man.
That's their thing, and that's the average Joe's thing behind closed doors.
Yeah, and this
So
is the other
man's
thing.
not on the judging
Humans are
thing.
freaks on the low, you know.
Yeah.
Like, enough
So
people act like they're not.
They're freaks.
Yeah.
They act like they're not. Come on.
I see bare freaks posting.
So I'm saying, what is he doing that really?
Are you breaking the law?
Yes.
No. Not
That's
even
the
the law.
bottom line.
I don't even
Bare
side with
freaks
the law.
posted.
Are you doing wrongings? Because whatever you're doing, if you're doing it with consenting people, cool.
Yeah.
When we say trafficking, that makes you think of people getting stuffed into fucking small places and sent from there to there, chained without their will. I start thinking about hostel.
Yes,
and
that's what I'm saying. That's
You know what
right.
I mean?
Yeah.
But I swear that's what
That's
Jaguar
trafficking.
White.
Not like, you go on this website that's got chicks that are escorts and you say, yeah, come through. Me and my brother's having a party. It's bare sniff. Don't get up. Don't leave. Yeah, I won't talk about you. You're right there? It's in the zone.
I'm thinking about
Sash.
it.
No.
All right.
Sweet. But straight away you were like,
Yeah, man. Straight up.
Oh my god. He's trying to proper bluff it. He's trying to bluff like he's in the convo. Mad! Hey, Sasha, you're trying to bluff. Anyway, he tried it.
none of them thing nah.
All right. You're looking for your glasses thing again.
Oh, how did you know, bro? Madman.
Anyway, yeah.
What have you got me into, Jedi? What have you got me into?
Bro, I didn't even plan that, you get me? But anyway, so yeah, I mean, Diddy, I'm not a man to judge.
Don't lie, man. We all judge. Man.
No. Real talk. I'll make my funny comments, I'll bust joke, rare. But when it comes to a general judgment, I can't judge you. What I know is I never rated Diddy. So it's
Yeah,
not
he's
having
never someone that
it's not having the effect that it's having on certain people. I never,
You know the funny thing is,
I
it's
never
funny
put
you say
anything
that.
past Diddy.
I've never rated Diddy like I would say I rated Jay-Z when I was coming up. You know what I mean? Like I always saw Diddy and saw his and respected his business.
Yeah,
But it was never someone that I looked at and said, rah.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I mean,
never did that.
I know who you are. I know you do your thing in music. I get that bad boy CEO.
Yeah.
But I never cared.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, I never cared. I was from that that weird angle where I just never cared. Luckily, I've lived a life of coincidences that have led to me not having role models. And now I've been labeled as an iconoclast. So
What does that mean? That you don't have no idols?
No, I knock them out. I appeal to other people to psychologically do away with this notion of idols and
Yeah, man, you're right. I get that.
on pedestals.
I respect that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Because I say never meet him.
I'm saying,
when you meet
yeah.
him, you're always
Yeah.
disappointed.
If your idol
Most
ain't the
of the
man in the
times.
mirror, something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all this, look, man, everyone, I got this thing of, I never want to be put on a pedestal. Because the moment you get put on a pedestal, they put the rope around your neck and kick the stool from under you.
You know what? It's not. You know the funny thing is,
understand?
it's not a nice feeling
It's
as
real.
well when
This is what's
everybody's
happening
looking
to
at
you.
you, or everybody's like you're the guy,
Yeah, you're
or you're
that
the
man.
girl, or whatever. Sometimes I've seen people very uncomfortable in that position.
No, that's not nice. Especially, I
Sometimes
know,
you just don't feel like you can go anywhere and be yourself.
and I know I'm a
Yeah,
cunt.
yeah.
I'm a cunt. I'm gonna do cunty things.
Yeah, say straight up. Say me.
So, like,
I'm gonna put my mouth in it. I'm gonna say something.
Don't give me no role model thing because
Yeah.
I want to bun my zegay.
Yeah.
I want to do I want to do what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? What I do is speak on truth. Do you know what I mean? I speak on truth and what I see. Yeah. He rated that. You slammed the floor for that. Yeah, I speak on truth and what I rate and what I respect. Do you know what I mean? And like even the truth, I'll tell Sasha, yo, Sash, you're moving mad. Big up yourself. Chill out a little bit. You're making noises on the microphone, Sash. After Sasha, Rush. You good? You with us? Kind of. This thing hits you in waves. I noticed. And you're on the up again.
Sash is
you know
good,
what I'm saying?
Sash is good.
Fucking guy, bro.
Anyway, Sash, what do you want to say? But we're going to have to wrap up anyway. I'm going in one direction about Diddy. I just want to say that you shouldn't have idols anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
good point. Very good point.
You shouldn't be looking up to these men. You shouldn't be surprised at anything that these men do or don't do. And it shouldn't really matter. They're controlling our worldview and they're taking our attention and our energy with these sensational headlines. And they shouldn't really matter to that point. For a bit of titillation, a bit of banter, cool. But I have the weird feeling that some people are fully enamored and wrapped up in this.
Yeah.
And this means a lot more to them than me. Another thing
100%, man.
until
People live vicariously through people like that.
until we've got the Pope and Prince Philip and them Donnies there in custody, yeah. Until you've got the new version of Jimmy Savs and that in custody, until you stop giving people like Philip Schofield, a man like that, specials on Channel 5.
Yo, I
Yeah.
watched that the other day.
You watched it?
They got me, man.
Nah,
And I said,
you
no,
gotta
no,
go
no,
see
no,
it.
do you know
Wait.
why? Because I couldn't believe. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe
right.
that this guy's been given this opportunity. And I said, yo,
Let me see this.
I have to visually
With
see it.
his
And you know what
face.
they done with the first program? You know, like the carrot. Like all the edits they've been showing you in the advertising.
Yeah.
It's not from that first
no, no,
episode.
it's not there.
So like I'm stuck now. But I had a good
you
chat with
gotta
my mum
see
and I'm
it.
like, mum, because I don't watch telly, yeah? I don't watch telly like that, like especially terrestrial TV, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I gotta watch this. I
gotta see
want to
episode 2
see
now.
what they're gonna do with this guy. How's he gonna
talk?
talk this one away? Because really, all there's because
So
listen,
what happened in episode 1?
well, from what I can tell, it's like because it was in the background, but what I can tell is this: he's just setting pace to say, look, I'm ready to talk, and I ain't broke no laws. And you don't get to destroy someone's life just because you don't agree with what they
You
do.
love somebody. Just
Yeah.
because you
That's
love
what I think he's
somebody
going with it.
that might
That's why
be
I
a
think
bit
he's
young.
going with it. That's why I think he's going
This
with
is
it.
diet map. Minor attracted persons. This is the diet introduction to this.
Yeah.
Which is legal PDF file business. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
even all that, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. I think when you look at history, I'm like, has it ever not been there? And this is what I'm trying to say. I think sometimes we're always stuck in the place of, right, this is wrong, this is wrong. I'm like, no, this is normal. And guess what? We definitely need to focus on it and fix it and do what needs to be done about it. But the reality is this, it's always been there. And now it's like, it's just getting like, you know, like when they say, I don't want to sound too deep because it's not that, but it's like, you know, when they say like, everything's going to shit. You know what I mean? Like Sodom and Gomorrah back in the day in the Bible. It's like sometimes as a human, you're thinking you have to physically see it like that. When the reality is no, you're living like that already. You just, when you start to take a time and think about it, and I'm like, what's going on right now with the whole woke thing, everything? Listen, I'm not mad at it. I'm just like,
Get my jacket.
if you got something to say and you want to say what you want to say, how you want to say it, cool. But can I speak how I want to speak? And what I'm noticing is, at the moment, it's okay for woke individuals to speak how they want to speak, but if you got I don't know, polarizing views on all of that, people don't want it. It seems like the system don't want to let you talk.
Oh, facts. It's not the place.
That's what it feels like,
Yeah.
from what I'm seeing and learning.
But I don't know what it's like for you lot at home, but obviously you lot can see.
Thank you.
The
Yeah, no, that's fine. I got it. Thank
verb.
you. Yeah,
What's a verb? What's a movement?
Thanks.
It's a verb. It's a. Get me.
So what does this do? Is it going out? Yeah, what's this doing? Was it on your? No, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I want to watch.
Wow, what we doing with this?
I'm not worried about that, brother. It's love, man. It's love, brother.
Where's this game, bro?
Nah, man.
I'm gonna get NDA in the post.
Nah.
I know what's there. Dynamite, hey, Dynamite, old manager. He knows how I can. You get me? Your people are gonna call my people.
NDA in the post, you know.
Yo, listen. You know what I'm saying?
I'll never do that to you.
He's coming home with me.
I don't know what you lot are doing. You lot are doing a lot.
No, your tree.
Okay, this is a lot. Talk to it. Talk to the microphone.
Your tree's coming
Active
home.
people been up. Go on.
No, I was saying your tree's coming home.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
me.
Was you cold?
Yeah.
Was getting cold? Okay, cool. I'm sweating. Must be the
you?
pressure of things going on.
Oh wow.
You alright?
That's so strange. How am I cold and you're sweating?
I don't know. It's because you're sitting next to
Sasha.
Sasha and
From
from
Russia.
Russia. He brought the Siberian winds.
Oh, maybe because I just
Alright,
gave
quickly.
birth not long ago.
Sasha,
Yo.
what's going on in Russia? What for your people? What they on?
My people,
What they on, bruv? Iran? No. Israel has bombed the Russian embassy in
and then
Blood fire.
where? In Iraq? Sorry. Where? Yeah, Israel has bombed the Russian embassy.
Israel. Oh, is that Russian? What, in Lebanon?
Yeah, they
I
bombed
didn't
the
know that. I
Russian
didn't know that. I didn't know that part.
embassy.
Not that part.
That's correct, right?
it is.
Do you know anything about that? Not like did anyone phone you and say we were going to do it, but do you know about it?
Alright, it's messed up, innit? Messed up.
That's what I thought. Was it Flow? Was it? What's your artist name?
Spiritflow3.
Spiritflow3. You put in that content?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I commented on one of your.
Oh, you know what? I remember how I first met you now online.
Let's leave it. Online.
Yeah, I remember how we first met online, but I would just remember. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Huh?
Good stuff.
Yeah. Why don't you like my music?
That's not how you first met me.
Yeah.
Did I comment something on your music?
He said something. I can't remember what you said.
That
it was
recently.
on Made You Think. It was on Made You Think page.
What did you say?
I don't know what you said, but I was in the long dress.
I don't remember. Was this a long time ago? Is this before?
Not that long. Probably
is this before this incident?
Yeah, but
Yes,
it wasn't
I
that
don't
long
remember.
ago.
So I don't know what I said. Did I say I don't like this song?
I don't think you did. I'm not saying I shouldn't. Sorry,
Yeah.
I should rephrase
What
that.
makes you say that I don't like your music?
No,
You're right there,
that's
bro.
what I should.
Brother,
I would say.
all of this is making noise. This is crazy. I've never been.
I should ask you. No, like, do
In
you
all
like
the
my
podcasts I've ever been to, I've been to a lot. Have you ever experienced anything like this, bro? It's new, innit? You just say that. I shouldn't be drawing you out. Still, it's true.
You see everything.
Yo, Sash,
Yo.
Sash,
Yo,
your toe all right?
my toe.
Yeah.
Right, still.
All right. Big up, bro. So,
Oh, bless him.
do I like your music? I think your music's unique. I think you do have potential. Very poetic. You have a vibe to your music, which I think is very important. Because a lot of people have music and they
Got no vibes.
vibe, no
Yeah.
personality to it.
I respect that.
Yeah? There's one tune that I can think of where you're saying, now I'm remembering you're saying a certain man's name over and over.
Oh no, that
You're
I
going to
wrote.
tell him in a minute.
I wrote that during my pregnancy.
Whatever. You're going to
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's going to crack up.
That's the.
But I'm sorry to say,
Joe, what's his?
big up the brother, because I got nothing against him. Like, you know, you got mutual friends, whatever. We were talking to him.
Okay. No, sorry. I missed that.
Oh, what are you gonna say about this song? Because that was like a healing song for me.
Okay,
but yeah,
that
go
song
on.
there, I just thought that maybe that song shouldn't be up on the internet. That's
Right.
what I thought.
Oh.
So, and as a friend, I thought,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm
Well,
gonna say the difficult thing. 'Cause
why?
Everyone's doing Emperor's New Clothes.
Why, if you don't mind me asking, do you think it's because it's an emotional track, or it's just not? You don't want people to know.
I mean, if you want,
You don't think people should know?
that's up to you and him. What if you lot are disclosing all of that?
Yeah,
I would never
yeah.
go out of my way to disclose his identity or whatever. Where no involvement in that side of things. Even though I do know who he is, I've spoken to him before.
Yeah.
And I've actually had a relationship, a working relationship with him.
Okay.
But the nature of the song, I just thought that maybe at the sensitive time, it probably wasn't the time for that. But I was speaking on the thing of, if you was my sister, I would tell you take that down. You know, if my
Okay.
sister, I would say, yeah, take
So
it
when
down.
you say when you say sensitive, like, explain a bit more,
Because
just so I fully get what
do
where
you
you're
want
coming
people
from.
to know who that person is? You kind of do. I can tell you do.
Well, I didn't put if anyone saw that, it would be like, unless they know me personally, they wouldn't know who it is. They wouldn't know who it is.
You say the name multiple times.
Yeah, but
That's the name of the song.
but I didn't say because he's got something in front of it, innit? Or in
I
front
don't
of the
think
name.
That's like saying,
There's another artist called that's how it's spelled. There's another artist called that name as well.
I hear you.
So I don't
just
think-
thought, you know what?
Because you know him, that's why you was thinking, and you know the situation, that's why.
I don't know the situation.
Well,
I know you,
yeah.
and I know of him, and I've met him.
Yeah.
I've worked with him before in a professional capacity. We've got mutual friends. That's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's got nothing to do with it. Anyway, for your music side, people want to hear your music and judge for themselves. Where do they find you?
Oh, I actually like that song. You know, kind of make me feel away now for having it
Now, you
out.
shouldn't feel away because there's probably other people.
'Cause I'm
people
just
hit the
thinking-
like button, right? They liked it.
Well, yeah, but I'm just thinking like.
Should we play it now and ask Des what he thinks of it?
Oh, you're
And then
terrible.
we'll-
Don't do that to
And
me.
then we'll cut it out. We'll
Don't
cut
do
this song out.
I'm not
Do you
having
know
none
what
of
it
that.
is?
Okay,
I think because no, you can. I don't
Listen,
mind.
but
Look,
I won't critique it straight away. I need to
yeah,
listen to music
that's
for a
fine.
minute.
You can listen
let
to
it
it.
marinate.
I just feel like it was
You just record,
it
right?
was
Give
more
me
it was more of a healing thing for me, I think, and I even wanted to do a music video to it.
What are you going to tell people after this?
I even
bro?
wanted to do a music video.
Did you?
During my pregnancy,
I would
yeah.
say don't.
During my pregnancy, I did because it was so healing. I just felt like
I feel like I'm a man in mushrooms right now. Man.
I just felt like if I had the music video, it would have been a nice memory to look back at.
I
Do you know
promise
what I
he's
mean?
never done this before.
Oh,
I
is it?
genuinely don't know what the fuck's going on.
Now he looks like he's
Genuinely, bro.
sleeping.
All the years I've known, man.
Or
I've done-
dozing.
This is a whole new thing.
For real.
Bro, you think I'm joking?
No,
fam? Like,
I get it. I get
Des.
it.
It's a whole new thing, bro. I don't know what this is.
It's nuts, bro. No, but you know what it is? It's like it's definitely a thing, isn't it?
Nah, I was going to start doing it too, but it's
Definitely a thing.
definitely. Are you doing it now?
Stop it, you're not too funny.
Alright, man. Well, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to run 2 jokes. When the camera goes off, you're getting it. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what to say. But thank you, everyone. This has been like.
I didn't say where they
Sorry.
could find me.
Sorry. I'm catching some of his thing.
It's alright.
So just sit down, because I don't need the grand finale of you knocking your head on anything.
What's your Insta?
Please.
Okay, so my Instagram is Spiritflow3 music.
Spiritflow.
Yeah, 3 music.
Block him.
That's my Instagram.
Okay.
And like I've got old songs under Nez Tafari as well.
Spiritflow3 music.
Tafari.
Yeah, and I'm like it's in the number.
Rastafari. King's last head
This
first.
Okay. If anyone wants to
Yeah.
find you, where did they find you, Sash?
Me.
Yeah, talk to the microphone, Sash.
You can find me. Just hit up Jedi. He knows where. He knows where.
I think that's best.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
the
it.
day
Oh yeah,
up on the
that as
Gaza,
well.
Same way.
Because if
That
I
was
didn't
all,
give you
yeah.
the opportunity, you say, why didn't I get the opportunity? So I gave it. But I hope you didn't give one out.
I'm good, brother.
Because you don't need to.
And if
found.
not, then the day up on the Gaza.
You need to do the finding.
The day up on the Gaza. Same way, you know, dog.
What was that lyric that you were spitting to me earlier?
Me up a fat bagger, hot grabber. That give me blue lung, black brother. Where you said it, the split shot at that. Right now, me can't chat, brother. Can't stand straight, me a drop stagger. Yo, me not smoke crack nada.
Yeah.
Peter
So
Rush and
That one.
Jamaica,
That
I'm
one.
just saying, M the R. Watch yourself.
No. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. What I'm to you, dog.
Hey, what if you get M the R?
I think he loves dancehall, man.
I think he loves a dancer.
I think he
Hey,
loves
do you know
dancehall.
what?
Should we get impressions?
Can I be
Do you
honest
know
with
what,
you?
though?
Can I be
One
honest
second,
with you?
one second,
Go on.
one
Can I be honest with you? See in Jamaica, more often, I can't say not even, just people in Jamaica that I know, they love the fact that they love him. And they love the fact that he
loves
loves
their
what
culture.
he's doing, yeah. So this is what I remember I said at the beginning about how many we are one.
Yes.
I feel like we grew
Yes.
up in these Western cultures, America, England,
Yes.
and we look at Jamaica, it's like, they want to fight down the Jamaican pure rich white man.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
you get over there, don't get me wrong, Jamaicans are not in any way, they understand some of them are in bad situations, but they don't look at the white man with money or the Chinese man or the Indian man with money like they're different. They look at it like we're all Jamaicans. It's something I've learned over time.
Yeah.
So when they look at M. the artist, they don't look at him like our British head would.
No, we would.
They
Yeah.
say, right, what's the man of style, lot?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, he's passionate, he's in his thing, and he's raw with the lyrics. So they just rate that.
Yeah,
And for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
they made me even look at him differently. Because I've always known about him for years. He's been doing his thing for a minute.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is, even like on racism, there's classism I've noticed in Jamaica or in the Caribbean.
the same with tug of war as
But
well.
I don't, tug of war. I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
mention
yeah.
him. You know.
I was
But
literally
it's
watching
almost
that.
like, it's almost like what I'm saying to you is, if you're on your shit,
Yo.
they look at
funny.
you like, right, he's on his shit.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
I
yeah.
think here, we're like, right, he's white though.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not good, you know what I mean?
We're on
Yeah.
it. We're on them.
And I think that's our issue.
Is
And now I'm more on their side. I'm like, right, you know what? They've taught me
I've
a
gone
thing
over
too.
to that because that random
Yeah,
tune,
yeah.
I play that every time I start my live and all my live
Let me
chat,
tell you
they
something.
cuss
What's
me.
it? Beat up the pussy, the pussy down.
Right.
Blood clot. See that tune there in the dancing yard?
Yeah.
The way I see woman whirl up to that tune, I said, right, he's hit the middle of the head, man.
Yeah.
Was it your thing that I watched on the other day? Apart from, it was actually your podcast that I was watching the other day. I saw this the M.R. Yeah, and then there was M.R. was on,
Yeah.
and I watched it, and I did not rate his thing as much as what's the guy's name that you just said?
Tug of war.
Tug of war.
Tug of war. But my brethren, who's Jamaican, yeah.
Rates M.R. more than Tug of war.
Big up,
Nah, he rates Tug of War more
Yeah.
because
But so do you.
me,
Yeah. You rate Tug of war more as well.
Tug of War.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Maybe back in the day, but now
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I like what's this M dot.
Yeah.
Tug of war's gonna see this or stuff.
I like
Tug of war.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up. Man, you're a nutter. Like, but big him up. Anytime you want to pass through and we can have a conversation. Outside midday.
Me and Tug of War's meant to.
walking and
Oh
that.
yeah, you just
Yeah,
reminded
yeah, yeah.
me. Me and him were meant to do a song, you know.
I'd love to talk to you still. Do you know what I mean? But like a lot of Jamaicans are on the fence. English born or English raised Jamaicans, they're on the fence about these white
You
artists.
know what? At the end
Nah,
of the day,
man,
listen.
like-
At the end of the day, it's hard enough in life, yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone
Yeah,
finds
there's so
something
many
they're passionate
races.
about and they can make a lane out of it and they can survive out of it, that's a blessing, man. And when I watch him doing his thing, I'm like, right, this man is more on it than certain Jamaican artists.
Yeah, of
So
course.
like, as much as you want to look at him and say whatever you
Yeah.
say, remember you're talking about someone that's doing their thing.
Of
It's
course.
a man that lives
no,
out
for
there.
Can I just
real.
say one thing though? Can I just say one thing? I rate I rate the way that M.R. stands up and does his thing, but I think that certain people, the way that certain people embrace certain cultures. Yeah, this is what the conversation that I
We're
saw.
wrapping up, but go on.
This conversation that I saw in your podcast. Yeah. When they step up and embrace a culture,
Tell your girl you're gonna be late. Go on.
when they step up and embrace a culture, yeah, but they don't necessarily have to beg it. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that?
So do you feel like M.R. toes the line or he goes too far?
I think M.R.
Being a Caucasian guy that enjoys Jamaican culture.
Yeah, like so me.
How do you find him?
How do
is
I
he
find
like Is he like a trailblazer to you, or is he like a beg?
I think
Do you feel like you can do it better than him? And that?
honestly, it's not about doing it better.
Yeah.
It's not about doing it better. I think that he goes too far. I think he's a bit too far.
Who?
Honestly,
Who? M.R.
M.R. Honestly,
Yeah.
Honestly, with
What is it? The cane roll and that. What's
no,
the
it's not that. It's like, for example, if I was to go to Nigeria, and I was to say, I was to embrace the culture, I was to embrace the culture and give thanks and.
Here we go.
Hey,
I can hear you warming up. Go on.
What do you think he's exploiting? Do you think he's exploiting the culture?
I think he's exploiting.
You think he's exploiting?
I think he's exploiting a bit
He
too
thinks
much.
he's exploiting the culture, basically.
Okay, that's what some Jamaicans say and others don't. And I'm with Des. I'm an outsider, so I'm a black M.R. Do you understand? So I'm an outsider. I enjoy Jamaican culture simply because I was raised with it. It's around me. I'm from London. We all use patois, bits of wagwan. Everybody say a man will be racist to you and start with wagwan.
Listen,
is that embedded? You know what I mean? Is that embedded? Is that normal?
Yo, I always tell people I'm a Jamaican.
I mean,
that's what I say. You know what I mean?
I know.
They always Jamaican. They say,
I know
when I'm out there, and I'm like, nah, I'm a Jamaican. They love it. But when I really think about it, I've always loved the culture from young. It was around me, mum and dad's parties, whatever, calypso, soca, everything. But I thought
you were. So you're not. Oh, I thought
my dad's St. Lucian, my mum's Irish.
All right, calm down.
But what I'm saying is, the fact that I'm so engraced in Jamaica and all that, I'm like. Do you know what? I one day, because I used to laugh at people when I was younger. You see what we're saying about M.R. now? Yeah. When I was young, going on the street life and that and certain things, man come around me saying, blood, all that. I said, shut up, you Jamaican.
And
then one day I'm planting in Jamaica doing what I'm doing. And my brother says something and I laugh. I said, I just laughed to myself.
I said, one to them Monday.
You gotta say it.
My come by and said, Des, what? You got a madman? I said, what? He said, yeah, laugh to yourself. I said, you know what? And I was crying. I said, you know, I just realized
I'm a Jamaican.
I'm a fucking Jamaican.
That's funny.
I know be Oyimbo, man. I know be Oyimbo.
See it there?
Okay, what are you? You from the Caucasus Mountains, though?
Me? No.
Where you from?
Me?
Russia.
I be Russian.
You're from Russia?
Russian, as I said. Me, the girl, I'm a Russian.
Jedi, where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Oh yeah, you did tell us already.
All this stuff.
You know, there's bare Russians in Jamaica, innit? Loads, like a lot more than I
feel
ever
like
knew.
Nigerians are like my.
A lot of Russian women as well, man.
Spirit animal.
Russian women come
It's funny you said it like that because I still couldn't find a word for it. Really, I was gonna say there's an ancestral.
You're like a white black
connection,
and they love it. And that's when I really Polish, Russian women and all that. They come like a white black woman. Sorry to no disrespect.
Oh, who come white black?
I get it.
There's a white black woman.
You're on your own. Don't touch me. You're on your own. You can't get cancelled. Cancel this side of the room. Yeah, Jedi said, nah. Jedi shut it down. This ain't no shits and gigs.
I know you're gonna say.
Hey, listen. Know your enemy, you know. I know your enemy. This ain't shits and gigs, you know. I disagreed with him.
Sisters, I'm up for the debate, but no disrespect. But I'm up for the debate. I'm not saying they are you. I'm saying they like you.
What you doing?
Remember flattery, innit? It's a form of flattery.
Smash up.
It's okay. It's okay.
I was going to say, no, I don't want to say to...
Stop.
Sorry, I was like drumming.
You gotta use this as evidence.
No, I wanted to say to Vanessa, no, this is separate to the camera. Vanessa?
Do you like my drum patterns?
Yes,
She don't want to have... Alright, listen, we gotta wrap this up, car. He's a big man. He's got things to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As you guess, they good? You link them?
You got...
No, I can't give it. No. That's right.
Cool, say nothing. I'm so glad you came. I was gassed. I did a cartwheel.
Can I do on that hand?
Chair. Yeah? These like...
Thank you as well. Yeah? Alright, give thanks.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
It's Judge.
No.
I'm not.
No, Judge.
Nah, man.
No. Cool. So,
The right hand is...
have any of you got any ideas of what I can call this? I'm gonna keep asking people for a name. I don't know what we calling this.
the podcast, like, what name would you call it?
What is this?
Today's podcast.
Yeah, what would you call it?
Today's podcast would be...
I don't even know if you're allowed to name.
Uncensored.
It better be good. This is mad.
That's a good question, actually.
Real life.
That could be that. It could be that. Real life.
Huh?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Or truth.
Can't be real life. Big up.
It's truth,
big
though,
up,
isn't it?
Quincy.
Natural
His
flow.
thing is
Natural
called real
flow.
life.
Okay, go on.
Real life.
Natural
real life
flow.
TV. Natural flow. Just because
Yeah.
you're flow, so you try to put flow
No,
into it.
not even
Yeah,
that.
you
I
tried
just-
it. You tried it.
No,
Yeah, you think it's smart.
honestly, you just reminded
She's
me
flow,
now.
she tried to put flow
you
in
just
there.
reminded me.
Natural flow.
All right, natural essence then.
Yeah. I'm gonna call this the lunatics run the asylum.
Natural essence. I was gonna say, what is it?
Natural essence.
When they say that. I've forgotten it. It'll come back to me.
Des, can I ask you a question, please? Can you please return? I'd like you to return because there's a whole thing I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, man.
I want to talk to you about psilocybin.
Yeah, all of that.
And all of that, and that side of thing. We're not inviting Sasha.
Have you ever done?
Sasha won't be there.
Have you ever done to?
Did you and Darren have the chat that time?
Never.
Oh, okay.
Is the camera still on? Oh, the camera's okay.
Maybe even if we can arrange and he can forward.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about them kind of things.
Have you ever done?
Let's get the microphone.
Not psilocybin, but have you ever done ayahuasca?
DMT and
Never done,
ayahuasca.
I have done. Yeah,
I got friends that
You done it?
Yeah.
You look like you done it still.
What today?
Why you laughing? You look like you done it, right? You look like I sit down. I'm gonna chat to you, cuz. Trust me, off camera, we're getting in. Because I need to understand.
Yeah, don't worry.
But yeah.
All right, let him wrap up so we can get
let's
the camera off.
I'll let you off this time.
Rush is my old school brethren and big him up, big up man like
Bless
Sasha.
her. You mean I'm glad I got to meet everyone today.
You know,
trust
we
me.
meet
Yeah,
each
give
other
thanks
in
and
likewise.
praises. It's been nice.
Whatever form we meet each other in.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we can progress and be better versions of ourselves.
Inshallah.
Without the stress of trying.
Inshallah.
For it to naturally be a thing. You get
Of
me?
course, yeah.
And big up Jedi for throwing us all in the deep end.
Yeah.
Big up Jeds. Big up Jeds every time. Every time, Jeds. Big up
it
yourself.
worked well.
Oh, yeah, he
Big
did.
up yourself.
Yeah.
Man
what's
like
up.
Maverick. This is what we call him. So stop calling him the other thing. This is Maverick Moses.
Yes.
Yeah. And he
And Jai.
he's Maverick Moses.
Maverick
Yeah,
Moses.
Maverick Moses.
Ish.
And he's the director of everything.
Ush.
Cameras,
Push up,
audio,
push.
everything. Big man,
Yes.
bad man.
That's
If
what's
you need
up.
to book him, if you got pods and stuff going in and you need to do
Yeah,
things,
man.
sound engineering, Maverick Moses, hit him up. You get me?
Zoom.
Nice.
So you got Spiritflow, aka Vanessa, with your compelling story.
Give thanks
You
and
know,
praises
and
for
you're trying to tell your
inviting me.
delicate story while Sasha's body popping, flicking, and you know what I mean, doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you held it together. Thank you. He keeps trying to touch your hand. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Big up, big man, Des. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what as well, man? Bless you, Because like that's a deep story, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Like,
sharing.
I know there's
Thank
more
you
to
for
come
sharing
from your
for
thing,
real.
but bless you, man. More
Yeah.
powers to you, man.
More
Yeah.
power to you, man.
Give thanks.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Random Muslim words in Islamic words. Thrown in there.
I want to, dad.
No, I'm just saying,
Respect,
you're not a
respect.
Muslim, neither am I. No one is.
I am Muslim. We are all born with Islam, brother. I want to.
See it?
Yeah.
Okay, Allahu Alam. Let's keep it moving.
Wawa.
Yeah, you're not ready
Take
for
the
that
one and left the one.
Allahu Alam, yeah, means
Okay.
God knows best.
I know.
Yeah, God knows best. So you know, we'll decipher that.
You're killing
the
me.
Muslims in the background. Don't comment about Muhammad hijab because everywhere you see me is Muhammad hijab. I don't know what the obsession is. Don't ask me about him. Big up yourselves. Big up Spiritflow. Big up man like Rush.
Give thanks
Big up
and
Maverick.
praises.
Oh yeah.
Big up yourself, man like Des. Do you know what I mean?
Bless you, bless you.
Show Abla, don't feel no way. He's gonna text you and tell you what the
Yo.
thing is.
Yo.
Shola, he's gonna text you.
Yo.
And he went on mute when your name was.
Man, bro, a whole thing out of nothing.
Shola, jump on, have your say.
Nah,
Get
I'm
me?
not having that. I'm
Don't
not
go to
having
the
that.
newspapers, have your say.
I'm not having that. We have me and Shola I'ma have
Nah, but
nothing.
for real though, there's nothing going on.
Charlotte, shout me when you're ready, yeah?
Like, she's going to definitely shout if you go near her.
Oh.
You get me? Big up everyone. And hopefully this
Jedi,
is,
thank you, brother.
one
Yeah,
of many.
thank
Thank
you.
you,
So thank you for the process.
I'll lay you off this time, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll lay you off this time.
I'm gonna get Sasha on again. Yeah. At some point, I don't know how we. Big up. Thank you, everyone. That's the end of the show.
Thank you, Jedi.
Peace. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Have you turned it off the video yet?
Oh, come on, man.